What up, what up? Oh, that's loud. Sorry for blowing your ears out, guys. My name's Chris. And to the right of me, we got my boy.
I'm Chase. And then to the right of me, yeah.
Who's over there? Oh, this guy.
Oh, yeah.
We got Brian in the house.
Hi.
Brian, thanks for coming in today. We appreciate you.
Thanks for having me back.
The one, the only,
Well,
the notorious.
it counts as our Make-A-Wish.
Brian County. So, guys, welcome to the show. We got a fun-packed show for you today. We're going to be covering the House of Dragons finale. Brian said we have to talk Wolverine and Deadpool because he wasn't here last week when we did.
We get to talk.
And he saw it a second time, and he got to check it out for a second time. And did you watch it twice?
No, not yet.
Man, we're behind this guy.
I know.
The
I
guy
think he
with
just
all the free
wanted to
time in the
feel-
world.
I think we're gonna get Brian in trouble today.
We need to do shots, it said.
Is that what it is? We have
Computer
to do
said shots. Is what it says.
So you're serious? I have to take shots just to be in the room? Well, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
See, yeah.
man.
Them's the rules.
I got sound clips back. Cheers, brother. Cheers.
Yeah. Boink.
Cheers.
Bink.
And tables.
Bonk.
We did the same sound effects, Chase. That was pretty impressive.
Queued it up.
I'm going to do one.
We synchronized our
Fuck you all.
Windows
Your
11.
lives are so sad. I get a charity tax break just for hanging out with you.
All right, let's get some music in the dance so we're not like.
Oh, Felicia, you may not.
Miss Hot Miss.
Okay. She has seen it before. Okay, cool. I was like, you might turn away because we're definitely talking spoilers. Even though we did last time.
I mean, it's
Yeah, if you
past the
haven't
2-week mark.
Yeah, if you haven't watched it at this point,
Is that
what the fuck are you doing with your life?
Would you consider 2 weeks the?
I say 1 week.
All
If
right.
it's a TV show, 2 days. Like Game of Thrones, if you talked about it on a Sunday night, you
You're
were no
crazy.
longer my
Yeah.
friend.
yeah.
But like Monday, it's okay. Social media, by Monday night, you just got to be cautious or you got to change your schedule.
Yeah.
Jack Blackalicious, who I assume is the waifu. Welcome in. Adam, hello. And Miss Hot Miss, hello. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Happy Wednesday. Hope you can. Let's see. Why would you promise that? I need others to drink. I'm a great enabler. I just can't drink myself. Lies.
I can drink myself.
I'm taking my coworker Friday night to see it in Dolby. Search second.
Do you really think audio is going to do that much for a movie like that?
So I watched it in
The opening.
Titan Lux,
I mean,
but I think
Oh, so-
Twisters took more advantage of it.
so
than
the
Deadpool
wife
did.
got me the vinyl record for the soundtrack for the movie. But you know what was omitted? Is T.I. Remember when they
Yep.
were... And I was like, why? That
Was
like,
that when he was getting dressed?
No, remember when they were like... They took the fucking Honda Odyssey into the Ant-Man Coliseum?
Yeah.
Or like with the whole gang? And I was like, what? That was my favorite song on there. But that's cool though.
That's cool. I mean, the soundtrack's still pretty
Yeah,
good.
it's.
I don't know if
fucking
it's Guardians of the Galaxy good.
fire.
No.
No, nothing's that.
Yeah,
But when was the
that's
last
okay.
time you got that excited for anything from NSYNC?
That's true.
Well,
I
I
mean-
had to hate NSYNC for a majority of my life because they're like my sister's favorites.
No, I get it. But you still, every
was-
once in a while, you'd be like,
It's not like I didn't know all the words. You know what I mean?
so the 6-year joke going there, rewatching Deadpool 2, you know, they had the opening to Celine Dion with like the bullet shower and it's all graceful and like her
Yeah.
voice is just at an 11 and like he like cuts her off and he's like, we need you to bring it down to a 5. This is a fucking Deadpool movie. And then she's like, this doesn't go to a 5. This is only 11. And it's like, next time I'm getting fucking in sync. Like, bam, delivered.
Oh, I didn't remember that. Okay, that's pretty
Punchline only
funny.
took 6 years, but God, that's good. That's
It was
dedication.
worth the wait, though.
Yeah.
You
They
guys,
also continued paying off the Nickelback thing because Nickelback was on some sort of talk show and they were like, you know who doesn't get enough love? Ryan Reynolds. X-time Emmy Award winning. Like they did like a long list of his accomplishments and shit too. And I was like, that's fucking cool.
that's great.
Canadians.
I have
Yeah.
you guys in massive echo. I apparently have you guys up 4 ways: my cell, my TV, Twitch, and on YouTube.
we sound
Okay,
like, we
wait.
sound like the sound of God.
Does anybody else notice? Okay, that's just you, right?
Wait,
Not-
are you
not-
a quarter of all of our viewers? Damn
I
it!
was wondering why I was.
We're getting
We were at
downgraded.
11.
We're getting downgraded to a post-it note.
Our audio is okay though, right? Like, tell me if it's not, because my computer went wonky last week. I had to basically wipe my entire computer, the entire fucking thing, and reinstall Windows.
I'm glad it's taken him a week to calmly talk about it because he was not.
Dude, after the
happy
show, I
boy.
was losing my shit. I was here till like 2 in the morning fixing shit, and then I was here early today fixing shit. So I'm glad everything seems to be working okay. But if there's something wrong, please let me know.
Where's Justin
Fix
Long
it
when
on
you
the
need him?
fly.
Yeah, fix your fly, dude.
Okay, we're fine tonight. I know.
So
I know. Thank you.
fine. So fun. Wait, hey, we went green. You didn't get the memo.
Well, he's been here since this morning.
Yeah.
Tommy want weenie.
I won't wing.
All right. Well, thank you, Miss Hot Mess. Thanks for everybody else who's here. Where do we want to start, ladies and gentlemen? Where do we want to go?
Well, I mean, Brian's coming in hot with the Deadpool stuff.
Okay, let's go.
He's got some issues.
He's Groot.
I am Groot.
You are Groot. I am Groot.
This shirt is such a misquote.
I
I am
am
Groot.
Groot?
By I am Groot.
But it's Groot.
Yeah.
What?
You know, I'd complain, but it's just so soft. It's such a soft shirt.
I still like it. It's okay.
Yeah.
We can let that one fly.
Plus, it was a gift, so whoever gave it to me probably didn't know better.
I wanted to get a baby Groot, and I went to Savers this week, and they had baby Groot on sale. But they sold it for the same amount you can get it, like, normal price. And I was like, you fuckers.
What do you mean a baby Groot?
Like the pop figure. Like the
Oh.
big pop figure, baby Groot.
Yeah, we've got them
And they're
hidden
selling
all
it
over
for,
our
like,
house.
$40. And I was like,
Wow.
dude, you can get them online for like $35.
We've
Like,
got
what the
two
fuck?
of the little
Wait,
ones.
Fuck Savers?
A big pop one?
Yeah, it was like one of the larger
The
pops.
XL.
It was like probably like the size of this R2D2
a
right here.
big baby Groot.
Yeah.
An
It's a
above
big
average baby Groot.
But
Moderate to
was a
severe
big baby Groot, yeah.
Groot syndrome.
it was life. It was actual size is what they advertised it as.
Oh,
Life size.
that works. I like that.
But anyway, fuck you, Savers. What the fuck?
Wait, I thought Mondays or Tuesdays. Fuck, what day is it?
So it's Monday, but they switch the color every week. So this week it was like green, but there's a color on the tag. So based on whatever color's on the tag, you can get half off. This week it was green, and the toys I think were blue or purple or something like that, so they didn't qualify.
I don't like that, like Savers and Goodwill and stuff. They got hip to the game, and now they price check on the way in.
Yeah, they don't fuck around anymore.
Yeah, I'm like, damn. You
And
really
you know,
can't find
Savers
any
isn't even
steals.
for like a not-for-profit organization.
Oh, it's like
They're
a definitely for-profit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
they say on the radio advertisement, they're like on the overhead, store music.
Yeah.
They're like, Savers is not a non-profit organization. Like they just
Wait,
want to make sure you know that.
Hey, we're gonna take all your fucking money.
But you're gonna feel
Have fun
okay
with your
about it.
little Lego
Give your
bags.
balls a tug, you tit fucker.
We added some Arnold sound clips. We added some Shorzy sound clips. We still got some of the classics.
Emotional damage.
But we got some other fun stuff in here. And of course, the always need that one, just in case.
So what's your gripe,
To be
man?
fair,
To be fair.
All right, first of all, I don't have a gripe with the movie. I still love the movie. It is the best thing to come out of Marvel in like years. TV show, movie, whatever.
Hands down.
I just
You said the best thing or one of the best things?
I'd say the best thing. I
I
mean,
think you're forgetting X-Men '97.
does that count though?
Yeah.
Or if we're talking movies only, then
I mean, because
maybe. Because I would
97 is
argue
pretty
Guardians
amazing.
of the Galaxy was pretty good.
It was, and no movie has made you hate a villain more than like some animal abuse.
Yeah.
Just some casual hurting of CGI raccoons will make you cry and hate somebody.
He's
with a
the
passion.
worst villain ever existed because he abused animals.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
They definitely delivered on that. Wipe off half the galaxy, no problem. Hurt a raccoon, motherfucker.
Yeah. You motherfucker.
Well, and all his cute buddies that were always like, "We just want to be friends."
Yeah.
You know,
The
it's
seal
just
with the
like-
Doc Ock arms.
Yeah.
Teeth. Well, so the thing I didn't, the thing that I realized the second round with Deadpool, and this is spoilers, so too bad, you should have seen it by now, is the plot, the third act. They've got this big machine to essentially prune this universe, which is disintegrating because it lost its what is it, anchor person. The TVA did that in every episode of Loki with a tiny little grenade.
Yeah.
That pruned the entire universe, done with, everybody's dead. Nobody thought about it for a second. Now, the TVA has this giant machine that takes, most of the movie to put together, and they have to stop it by how? Deadpool and Wolverine holding hands, which, nobody had a problem with, but...
To be fair, the TVA did go through a whole bunch of reconstruction and shit. Maybe they opted out of.
I
Maybe
feel like
they're a grenade-free zone now.
finding that grenade should be easier than that closet with claws that opened up and then spaghettified everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just such...
But this is obviously post Loki, right? So they eliminated pruning timelines. Like that.
because
So maybe-
Agent What's-Her-Name is in charge
Yeah.
and falls in love with... too many spoilers. That's too deep of spoilers. Falls in love with no one.
Like you said, spoilers.
Maybe on
Spoilers are off limits at this point.
I know, but little spoilers are fun.
Or on limits. I don't know what you would say, but yeah,
Limits.
They're on so
there are
many
no
limits. Master P.
No.
But yeah, if you're watching the movie for the plot, you're you're in the wrong house.
I agree. I still loved it. I can't
Yeah.
wait to see it again, maybe even in theaters. But it just, the second time around, like, that registered to me. I'm like, they really overcomplicated something that was not a big deal.
Yeah.
And it was just so that they could hold hands while Madonna's whatchamacallit song is playing.
Like a prayer, which apparently she had never licensed before.
Yeah, they had to fight for it.
Yeah. And when they showed it to her, she gave them pointers on like the emotional pinnacle of the scene and stuff. I was like,
Yeah, they
It
had.
worked.
He had that picked out.
And
before
how he
started
leans
writing the rest
over
of
and
it.
he's like, Hugh Jackman's shirt's off, right? And
Yeah.
then he's like, mm-hmm.
it's like,
And then everyone
Slap.
starts doing that. It's just
Yeah.
like,
yeah, gratuitous.
CGI'd six pack.
Yeah.
That's awesome. How do you get that? I just have a pony keg.
Yeah. These roids.
So, best Marvel movie since or ever?
Oh, I wouldn't say ever.
Not ever.
What's the best
But
Marvel movie ever?
I would say it's the best of its kind though, because this one didn't really try to be like, we all saw through the bullshit of the that the MacGuffin. What are you doing, lady?
Yes, we brought Costco members.
And it was just like, okay, yeah, we gotta wrap this up. Because there's like, what I was concerned with the most going into it, that it was gonna be too fourth wall breaking, jokey madness, and like,
And I mean, it almost was.
yeah, it fucking rode that line, and it was really
Well,
good.
and Deadpool was getting like annoying at some
Yeah.
points. Like
But that's also his point.
that was kind
like,
of the purpose, right? But she's getting tangled up down there.
You wanted to take my microphone.
Oh my gosh,
I promised to talk
Really?
into
Cut
the
off.
microphone this time.
I can't win. Anyway, I mean, that's Deadpool, but I think they did a good job with Wolverine being like, "Shut the
Yeah.
fuck up!" Like he had his moments where he's like, "Don't you ever shut up?" And he's just like, "Pew pew." pew.
I like that he didn't unbreak it like they do in the comics, where like Deadpool would be making a joke that's purely for us.
Yeah.
And I'm glad he wasn't like, "Who are you talking to?"
yeah.
Yeah,
Because that always bugs me in the comics. Is like, oh, now it is a comic. It was just like a little bit of narration, just a joke for us, but then bringing everybody else into it is like, oh, I'm 40 and I'm reading a comic book.
Yeah.
Now I'm sad.
like, does he just always think he's in like a movie or something like that, like where he can communicate with people?
Well,
Or is it,
yeah, he can,
I mean,
he's
I get
always
it. That's kind of the
communicating.
funny thing
Yeah.
is like, but also does it go to like a deeper level where it's like he's creating his own audience in his head, kind of thing, maybe?
Well, I think it's whatever medium it is, he knows that he's in that. If it's a comic book, he knows he's in a comic book. If he's in a show, he knows he's in a show. If he's in a movie. Because then there was that comic, Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe, which was a lot of fun. He just goes around and kills all these characters you love. And then at the end, he starts jumping out of pages and he starts killing the writers. And then it gets to I don't even remember how the very end of it was. But yeah, like the writers are like, how do we... Nope. Okay, it's just over. Nobody's here to write the words or draw the pictures. It was great. I thought that maybe the movie would kind of go that route, where it's just like it kills the Fox universe,
kills the directors and shit, maybe, or something.
Get the same revenge that Deadpool got like on himself as Green Lantern, and killing Wolverine. Or did he kill Wolverine? No, he just killed himself. Other version of him.
Yeah.
He killed himself twice at the end of Deadpool 2.
Yeah.
He did,
and Hitler. Nice. 3 for 3.
Oh, someone.
You're talking about the Weapon X version of him. Yeah.
The Deadpool, not Deadpool.
Yeah. The mouthless Deadpool.
The merc without a mouth.
And then he kills himself. Well, he technically kills himself when he gets shot by Cable as well, before he goes back in time.
Yeah.
And before Cable goes back in time and changes that.
And adds
so he technically kills himself 3 times. Because he kills himself as Ryan Reynolds.
Mm-hmm. But he didn't kill himself. He sacrificed himself. He jumped in front of the bullet, and that was like the thing that turned...
Sacrifice, martyr, killing yourself. It's kind of on the same lines.
Yeah, I mean, is it?
He didn't have to jump in front of the bullet.
Sure he did. It was a plot point.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you were watching it thinking that it's gonna be like some sort of cinematic masterpiece, dude. But it was like super interesting. Like
it was exactly what it should have been. I feel like, and it was great.
2 hours of smiles and trying to figure out who else in the audience is laughing.
That Leonardo DiCaprio meme was like
a lot of name drops, a lot of Easter eggs, a lot of like fucking comic book Easter eggs, especially where you were just like. When Captain America turns out being the Human Torch, I think everybody like
but like you really only know that if you've been a nerd the whole time, because that was pre-MCU.
Because I remember that being the scene I laughed at,
with it,
that and nobody else really reacted to, and I was like, none of these people know.
Yeah, every Gambit joke I was laughing, and the rest of the audience is just quiet. Yeah, just like some of us didn't even get to meet our universe to save it, and I'm like, yeah, and everybody's like staring at me like. Did that guy bring his own beer? Oh, yes, he did. He's not even hiding it.
I love the end credit scene, too, where he was just like, this is the shit he said. Like, I told you I wasn't a fucking liar.
Yeah. Totally not Captain America. And kind of douchebag Johnny Storm.
He mentions Thor a lot, though, too. So I'm wondering if that's the next, like, step is a Deadpool and Thor movie.
They've been talking about Deadpool and Spider-Man.
Yeah,
because that's a pretty
no real
common
precedent for Deadpool and Thor.
But he talked about Thor a lot.
That's just because he's a fucking hunky guy. Like it's not. You're reading too much into it. It was just a kiss, man.
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like they were maybe setting something up because why not put Deadpool and Thor together? I think that'd be a good combo.
I mean that'll probably happen in
is
the Secret
Marvel's
Wars.
peanut butter right now, right? Where you could put that shit on everything. It's gonna be alright. You know what I mean?
And Thor is now Marvel's longest running franchise because for some reason he's getting a 5th movie, even though we all saw the 4th.
Solos have sucked, except Ragnarok.
Ragnarok was great, but was that even a Thor movie?
That was a Hulk movie.
Yeah, the story is stolen from Hulk. Thor gets a haircut, no hammer, and basically lightning powers. Like, he's the god of thunder. And last time I checked, thunder is a sound.
Yeah.
So, like, shouldn't he just be, like, really strong and makes you deaf? Or scared.
Yeah, it was. It definitely showed. The movie definitely showed people's ages.
Yeah,
if you were laughing who grew up in the '90s and 2000s, they had an idea.
Yeah,
I think so too. But there were definitely adults in the crowd who didn't know what was going on. So
nobody laughed when there was like, "Oh no, they killed your Daredevil," and Elektra's just like, "It's fine."
Yeah.
And they filmed that scene with Ben Affleck on set that day. He was dropping off their kids. They're just like, hey, stick around. It's no hard feelings that you didn't want to put on the red suit again. But just stick around for a minute.
I mean, there are probably like a lot of audience members who didn't even know who Blade was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because that came out a while ago.
Is that
And-
Ali guy? Because
Yeah.
when was the last time you saw Wesley Snipes in anything?
Yeah.
I didn't realize he was so short, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I don't. How did they film the original Blade? He was so.
Apple boxes.
He was. He literally had
definitely
to have been
Hollywood
on
techniques for that.
stilts, man.
That's how he was so good and how he lived through Passenger 57. Because he's just like crawling under the seats. He's just a little guy who can kick some ass.
He's like mini Wolverine.
Yeah. I was disappointed he didn't have his like signature sword from the movies with like the blades that
The one that
blades
pops
that
out,
come
yeah.
out of Blade's sword. He just had like some weird like
You know what?
jungle machete.
And they were trying to set up Midnight Suns, I think, especially with Gambit being in there too.
Yeah.
I think, and because he has the little die thing on there.
But
So,
should
like-
Channing Tatum beat Gambit?
No.
I didn't think so to begin with.
I don't
Like,
think
this
so
was
either.
funny. This was haha mimi. But
It was perfect
no.
for this movie.
He did a great job. Like his fight scenes, totally entertaining.
Yeah.
He almost nails the look, the accent. I mean, he
I don't think he
thankfully
nails the look. He's too buff, dude.
his face is a little too round. And
Yeah.
I don't like to body shame anybody, but like he just
No, but if you're going
Gambit's
with
a
a Gambit
skinny
character,
guy.
yeah, he's got a slim face. He's got like a slim build.
Yeah.
Like he's like a skinny dude, skinny tall dude.
over exaggerated swimmer like everybody in the
Yeah,
MCU.
yeah, like Michael Phelps might make a better Gambit, you know.
I'd like to hear his Creole accent.
Looks wise, I think Michael Phelps would fit the part better, but I don't know.
I'm just glad that he got the opportunity because
Yeah.
that was worth it for those of us that did get that. Those of us that followed the news back in 2014, whenever it was that it was in the talks that he wanted to do it.
When you read it in Game Informer. Shot to Game Informer, dude.
Rip.
Rip Game Informer. That shit makes me sad. I
Game
remember.
Informer
I
does?
remember
that used to be
buying.
one of the most exciting things I got.
Yeah,
during
I
the
remember
month.
buying those issues.
Even in college, like I signed up for the GameStop card and you got the free subscription with the GameStop card, right?
I bought them before it came with that. You can have
And,
that if you want. That's from the BlackBerry one.
I just saw this. I don't even like this stuff, but I collect the bags.
You can have it.
I
And
feel
that was
like-
back
really
in the
with it.
day when you would wait 8 hours in line to get a game.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
or something
Remember
like that.
overnight camping,
Yeah.
dude?
Call of Duty, the new Call of Duty was coming out. Or
That was
Madden.
before they were $105 for the special edition and $150 for the mega special loop-de-loop edition.
Well, they'd always had like collector's editions.
yeah, but now
right?
it doesn't
But,
fucking come with anything. It comes with like digital shit.
Yeah, the
that
digital
you'd
shit's
never
kinda
get.
lame.
At least before
like
it
the
would come with like
steelbook and the
a statue,
art, the concept art, and
fucking
action
what-
figures.
I was gonna say daylight goggles, night vision
Oh
goggles.
yeah. One of the Call of Duties came with night vision goggles, right?
Even
Yeah.
even though it got a lot of shit, but Fallout came with a cool fucking helmet.
One of them came with a
and the
Pip-Boy
bag.
and stuff too.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah. Which, come on, I want a Pip-Boy. I still
Yeah.
want a Pip-Boy. Where can I get one of those?
We could print
Birthday. I'm making a birthday request, guys, for February.
one. Oh,
Pip-Boy.
speaking of print,
Oh,
This is
yeah, 3D print me a Pip-Boy.
dude, look. Oh, you can't really see it.
Where? Oh, I
yeah.
didn't. When did you bring that? I didn't even see you bring that in.
If you finished at
Fucking
3
Daredevil.
a.m. Yeah.
Wait, pull that sucker down.
You gonna draw it red or yellow?
I'm not gonna do anything because he's too fucking small for my big-headed family.
Yeah, but it looks cool as shit.
yeah. I had also had a painter's tape in the
Look at that.
the ID list.
That's awesome.
It's a fucking Daredevil 3D print. Were you meaning to do the whole thing, or is that? Oh no, he doesn't have a
no,
bottom
no,
part,
he
right?
doesn't. Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's not gonna fit here.
It didn't even fit on Logan's head. We're
Perfect.
We're all giant noggin folks.
Now I look like someone's eating my head.
Oh, I got a Galactus.
It looks cool as shit, though, dude.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I like the eyes too. That's cool.
Oh, that's just the paint?
No,
Oh,
that's
you
just
put like
the
a
filament, yeah.
like you put like a plastic thing in the back of it.
Oh,
no,
yeah,
no,
tape, I
the-
mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Super neat.
Yeah, I was pretty
I'm
happy
gonna-
with it.
I'm gonna fit this on my head.
Well, and the detail looks good too. Like the filament looks like you used some good filament on that too.
Yeah,
'Cause it looks smooth.
I went through some.
Because I've seen the shitty filament and don't look like that.
Yeah, we went through some trials and errors with this new printer for like 3 days, and then I figured out it was the shitty filament I was using.
Put it on Chris's dog. It's hot.
Yeah.
I don't know if that. No,
She might just freaking.
She finally stopped moving. Maybe we should just
Yeah,
leave.
maybe.
Let
Yeah,
sleeping dogs lie.
Yeah, she's
Let
Spill my
relay.
beer or steal my mic again. There you go.
the old people didn't,
Now there's
who
4 of
didn't
us.
catch anything. We're just on their dates or the parent or the kids since it was already. Yeah, there was a lot of kids like under 5 in my theater for some reason. I was like,
You know what?
dude, I was like, if one of these kids starts fucking crying or screaming or wailing, I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm gonna be like, A, they shouldn't fucking be here anyway, and B, like, don't. I mean, I get your parent.
When did your parents start taking you to rated R movies?
They didn't.
Yeah,
I had
like
to wait
ever?
until I was
Probably
of
when
age.
I was like more close to like 9 or 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I've been to a few, like scary movies. I can't remember exactly which ones were rated R, but I know they brought me to a few.
Batman.
Was Batman rated R?
The
Batman
original.
Returns.
No,
was,
the
right?
original.
The original was.
Yeah. There
Really?
wasn't any good reason for it. It was just because there weren't any dark superhero movies, so they didn't know. They're just like, well, kids shouldn't see this. The Joker's killing people, and he's dressed up as a bat. We don't want people doing that. And then it's like, wait a minute, McDonald's
inspired
Because I
wanted to
thought the
hands on
second
this.
one with Penguin was the rated R one.
PG-13, and it was a
PG
lot more gruesome.
Yeah, I was gonna say that one was way more crazy.
Bit the guy's
That's
nose off,
visceral,
and that's when
yeah.
McDonald's got their hands on it, and they're like, "We want to sell these toys." And it's like, wait, kids still can't see this movie, and that's
I don't think-
what ruined Batman 3, because McDonald's is like, we need Tim Burton to stop doing this,
Yeah.
and we need something happy. I mean, Batman
Or
3 should have
Happy
been
Meals.
amazing.
But
Robin
props,
Williams.
those kids were quiet during the whole movie, so I had no problem. That's fine.
Honestly,
Case, do
I
what
think
you
part
want.
of me would be like, yeah, explain to your kid what fucking pegging is.
Yeah, yeah.
Explain to your 6-year-old what pegging is right now.
I still remember the first movie came out, and every time I saw it, which was at least 3 or 4 times, some parent ran out of there with their little kid. And that was the first time I laughed, followed by like, I thought my boyfriend said this was going to be a superhero movie, but this guy's got stabbed like a kebab.
Did you not watch the first two? Like, or any part? Like, all you had to watch is 30 seconds of the first part of the movie to know that it's not made for like kids.
Some parents just don't know. They just need that night out, and they're like, okay, something and Wolverine. Wolverine's been okay except for that one time. Kids will like it. Oh crap!
Which is funny because like we grew up
maybe
liking
you
him
think it's
because he was the the most badass.
Yeah.
I mean, he gives the line, which again, fan service, right? The fucking, I'm the very best at what I do, and what I do isn't very nice.
Did he
Well-
do that in the movie?
They filmed it. I don't know if it was, I don't remember if it was in there.
I don't remember that one. They did a lot of Hey Bub,
Well,
which was great
Yeah.
because he didn't say that in a lot of the movies.
Yeah. He said it in a few. He said it quite a few times, but not a lot.
Out of the 10 times, probably a few times.
Yeah. Okay.
But he probably did it more times in this last movie than any other time.
Yeah. I mean, they've opened every Deadpool movie with just like fucking craziness. Like people getting stabbed in the dick, like body parts flying all over the place, like so you know right off the bat if you should be in there with your kid or not, or if you're okay with being in there with your kid or not, because if you didn't catch it in the first fucking 5 minutes of the movie, then
that being
know.
said, Marvel's been mindless drivel for a long time, so people, it's.
I mean,
possible
if you
people
yeah,
just,
if you just think of it as a Marvel movie,
Yeah.
maybe you're going in there thinking, oh, this is gonna be like a Black Panther or something like that. Nah.
Yeah.
I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy used fuck one time, and everybody was like, "Holy shit!"
Marvel's first fuck.
Yeah.
Which technically isn't true because those two in Eternals had sex, and that was Marvel's first fuck. Boom. Quoted.
I fucking hated Eternals.
It should have been so good. I have been waiting since I was not a child, but since I was a teenager to see Angelina Jolie and Selma Hayek, sorry, baby, in the same movie together. And did they kiss? No, but still, nothing about it was good.
It's okay.
No.
But Selma Hayek's
Instead, we got
goddess.
Harry
I know.
Styles.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Selma Hayek will be forever
Play
enshrined.
bullshit.
Well, now we know Doctor Doom is tied in. The Eternals is tied in with the new Doctor Doom movie, so there's that.
Really?
Yeah. So
What
the
do they say
thing
about that?
is if you watch the trailer, there's the statue in the water. I
Oh,
guess that's
Celestial.
Tiananmen.
Yeah, so there's a special element apparently located in that thing that Doctor Doom gets a hold of, and that's the whole like basis of him getting his powers.
Well, I thought that's what Brave New World is supposed to be about. Like all like every country is like fighting over territory there to mine it because it's. Do we spoil that kind of stuff? What mineral they think it is?
No, I don't think so. It's out there.
Okay, the adamantium is what it's
Yeah.
rumored to be.
Yeah.
Still, that's a lot of adamantium. That's like
Yeah.
so much. But then again, how do you like
Enough
do
to
it?
coat
Like,
a skeleton with.
Well, and now we're getting
One
an official
skeleton.
Wolverine crossover factor into Avengers.
Well, he's doing this shit till he's 90, so.
till he's 90.
And are we gonna see an X-Men Avengers crossover at some point? I don't know.
X-Men versus Avengers. as
Yeah.
well.
Why not?
I'm all
Fuck
for
was
that.
said in Guardians of the Galaxy, yeah. But one time. I mean, it was a single use of when they were getting in the car, and he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
And look at how powerful after 23
Yeah.
movies, one fuck.
And Guardians of the Galaxy 2 deserve to have a couple fucks thrown in there here and there. Like, I feel like it's that movie that would have been, if people would have been fine with it, but
Yeah, especially considering who voiced fucking Rocket, you know what I mean?
well, and you have Chris Pratt too. I mean, come on.
Well, he's the one that let it slip, and it wasn't scripted.
Yeah.
He just like let it out, and they're like, "That's good. You know what? Let's get in trouble
Leave
for
it.
this. This is the hill we die
Yeah,
on."
leave it.
I mean, because they almost did it at the end of the first new Spider-Man when Aunt May sees him like changing, and she like opens the door and sees the Spider-Man suit, and she's like, "What the credits?"
Yeah.
I mean, you still hear the that's it. Two letters.
I forgot about Hot Aunt May, dude. That, honestly, that shouldn't.
It's
That
like
shouldn't be
the
there.
hot Aunt Cass memes.
Aunt
You know-
May is an old, feeble lady.
You know what the problem is? We all got older. She stayed the
As hot,
same
no,
age.
no, Marissa.
Nah.
no.
Nah.
She
you
got
just think she's
younger.
hot. She's got gray hair.
Mary Post says, "You guys find a way to talk about Selma Hayek every podcast."
I didn't participate. I just pour the shots.
I mean, it's either that or I'm talking about her at home alone. So
Give your balls a tug, you tit fuck.
That quote has never been more appropriate.
perfect.
But yeah, no, it was a great movie. I'm happy it happened.
Can't wait to see it again.
Yeah, probably for the soundtrack.
It was the best Marvel movie to come out since probably Endgame, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Guardians of the Galaxy.
What's come
Guardians
after
of the
Endgame?
Galaxy, I would say. Volume 3.
I'd say Endgame.
Yeah.
Even if you have problems with Endgame, like that team up, Avengers Assemble, everybody there, even though there's two Ant-Mans, nothing can top that.
I mean, yeah, it was pretty
That was
epic
decades in
end
the
scene.
making.
Yeah.
That was lifetimes in the making.
Dude, when he had the hammer and the fucking shit, like that was so
I'm just
cool.
saying Guardians of the Galaxy was the most recent movie that I think was good.
Really good.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah.
I mean, especially for how like not so great the second one was. Like
Yeah.
it was fun, but like wow, it ended, and then it ended some more, and then there were some fucking fireworks, and then it
Yeah, the
continued to
Yondu
end.
ending was pretty emotional too.
It was
mean, like-
emotional until you're just like, oh man, how much do I have to renew my parking?
How
Like
many more?
it
Yeah.
was too long.
Yeah, it was really long.
I missed him. I didn't want to stay there long enough that I no longer liked him. Like the fireworks was just too much.
And I just like, I don't know how I feel about all these like super celebrity castings. Like out of all the actors in LA, Sly Stallone had to be the fucking Ravager. Like that doesn't need to happen for
Well,
me.
and Miley Cyrus is a robot head, and what's his
Who
name?
the fuck was Miley Cyrus?
The robot head. I just said that. I don't remember her name though, because I don't know the original Guardians of the Galaxy. So they had the thing at the very end where it showed,
with the whole team up.
yeah, the ice crystal guy.
Yeah.
That's the dude that played Lex Luthor on the Superman show. The snake guy is the space version of the Sorcerer Supreme.
Yeah.
And then the big dude, I just don't know. That's all comics that I didn't even know
Yeah.
existed. I like grew up with Infinity Watch, and that they guarded the Infinity Stones,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden they're like, oh no, the Guardians, they'll do that. That's this new thing, and it's like, who are they?
Yeah.
Is it
No,
Talking Tree?
I came in during Annihilation. That's how I found out about Guardians and stuff. So all that stuff I found out before the second movie. You know, like the spoilers, the pre-production spoilers. I was like, oh, maybe that's why this Deadpool movie was so good to me too, because I purposefully was like reserved. Like I don't want, like, my expectations were real low because they've been fucking striking out, you know, a lot. Other than X-Men 97, everything's been pretty meh. So
X-Men 97 was fantastic.
fantastic. Like we didn't deserve it.
No, and you didn't expect it, which was just like, maybe this is just gonna be like kind of like the old school cartoon where it's like comic accurate, but not as like intense and crazy, and like the love triangles and the fucking action and the characters getting killed
cameos,
off, the cameos.
Did you guys rewatch it before 97 came out, the original show?
No, I'm not gonna do that to myself.
Yeah, because the third season is so bad, and that was my only hesitation. I'm like, I'm watching this either way, but I hope it's not a continuation of the third season, which, I mean, they did a little bit, because, like, Xavier got shot and got sent to space so the Shi'ar could heal him and stuff, but...
What? Okay. I gotta step out for a second, I guess.
But I've gone back and watched some of the old shows that I used to love, and it's a fruitless enterprise. Like there's no reason to do it. Like X-Men was the least offensive of the bunch. X-Men Evolution, I've had a blast rewatching. Actually, it was much better than I thought.
It made the whole, the new comics that they have, like with the not Young Avengers.
Like New Mutants.
Sorry, baby.
Oh, is that why you were like conscious about like talking to the mic this time?
Well, and the dog kept grabbing it and pulling it away, so I'm like, apparently I spent half of the last time I was here with the microphone faced this way and me talking this way, but that was because of so many shots. But yeah, there's like the young superheroes where they're all like in high school. So it's like Miles Morales, Miss Marvel, the Amadeus Cho, Hulk,
the Champions.
Thank you.
Nova's in there. Oh,
and
Sam Alexander Nova's really.
That was a really neat idea after seeing X-Men Evolution, because it's like the same characters that we know and love, but like younger.
Yeah.
And like more of like teenage kind of like problems and
angst
stuff.
and stuff.
Yeah, because the first time I heard Champions, I'm like, why? They're in high school, like, so they wear their like costumes to school, or everybody's just like Gen V, like wink.
Yeah,
I'm not a superhero.
They'll never tell. I read that until I couldn't anymore. Like the first issue, it's a stab. Like, hey, you're reading this. Comics are already a young man's game. You know what I mean? Like reading comics is for young people.
Yeah, or
and so I was like, already this is maybe less than 10 years ago. So I was like, okay, this is forget. And then it got too like it was like dribble, and I was like, all right, and we're
you talking about Champions?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, this is easy to cut now.
What are we talking about, sir?
So we were doing the comparison of X-Men Evolution, how it was like younger version of X-Men, and the Champions, which is like the younger version, but like different characters of all the superheroes.
Is it a different like dimension or different?
No, they just for some reason all go to the same high school.
Yeah, and that's the thing too, is because he was like, "Have you gone back and rewatched X-Men?" And I was like, "No, I mean I have, but not like religiously. Like I'll put it on if I'm like trying to go to sleep, or I've watched episodes with Logan. Dude, he's fucking watching G.I. Joe right now, which
the old school one.
Yes,
that's
I'm
awesome.
like, dude, and he found that on his own. Like I dude, I didn't push it. I didn't put it in front of him. Nothing. But he's like unironically watching OG G.I. Joe, and I'm like, oh, this is bad. Like, this show stink. Yeah. I was like, G.I. Joe. But no matter what, that's how I learned how to tread water, so I can never talk too much
Well,
shit.
that was that era of cartoons
Literally
where there always
saved my
has to be
life.
like a moral in the story, too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That
Well, it was
kinda
because
like
of
the
I don't know if you guys have ever seen that documentary, like the cartoons we used to watch or whatever. But there's a YouTube channel called fuck. Dude, this sucks. I watch it all the time too.
Oh, the shows that made us.
But shows that made us, yeah. But I can't think of the one that I was talking about. But he did a breakdown of like 80s and 90s because of like all like Tipper Gore and shit like that. They were like, cartoons are too violent, blah, blah, blah. So there was a code in like commercials couldn't directly advertise to us. Like there's so many rules during like certain
they
blocks.
had to ban like the advertising to children because it was getting too much. Like, I mean, majority of those shows are created to create
as
toys.
Commercials, exactly.
Like to
And
create
Happy
toys to
Meals.
sell. They were meant to sell merchandise. So Ninja Turtles was like that. Power Rangers was like that. Fucking Barbie.
Transformers.
Transformers actually literally was created for that.
Yeah. And I mean,
Remember how-
Pokemon probably was created for the same.
Oh yeah, and there's
too.
too many Pokemon to catch them all.
Yeah.
So it's like the never-ending cycle. They
Have you-
finally figured out how to beat our parents.
Have you guys tried playing the like anything new like the Pokemon Go or anything?
I played Pokemon Go a little bit because I used to play Ingress, and it's the same game structure. Like the portals are the same places where the Pokemons are.
What's Ingra? It's another like AR type game. Or
Yeah,
whatever?
where you go to a certain spot. It's kind of it's more like geocaching.
Oh, okay.
Go to a certain spot, you claim it, you link it to another spot, you make a triangle, and it like covers an area, and you get points for how much of the globe you cover. And I mean, it was fun for the time. I definitely like learned my way around this island when I first moved here, and like made friends on other islands because we're linking stuff between here and Maui or here in Alaska.
That's
and
cool.
Pokemon Go was basically the evolution of that game where all those spots, those portals are...
Pokemon Evolution. You see what he did there?
Look at what I cleverly did accidentally. I only kind of get it.
I was never a Pokemon fan, honestly.
Well, no, I only bring it up because I only count the first 151, and then I just don't know who they are now. You know?
I did play a little bit of Pokemon Blue on Game Boy.
Whew, apple juice.
But I got bored of it real quick. Like I got through the first, half of the game probably, but then I was like, I'm getting bored of just like stopping every 5 seconds and fighting a Pokemon and then trying to run, and I was just like getting irritated.
I think the only part, because I like grindy games.
Yeah,
like
it's super grindy.
When I play like a JRPG, my whole thing is I'm gonna get to like level 99 and just walk through the whole game. Like,
yeah.
I don't want to be bothered with like, I can't beat this guy. Like, no, we're gonna spend the time in the gym.
Yeah.
That's right. And then, the opposite of real life.
Yeah.
But then like, I didn't like the fanfare going into a fight. It was like 3 minutes before you actually fight, because it'd be like,
Yeah.
introducing Butterfree. Butterfree's using this, and I'm like, oh. Fuck, I have the wrong one on deck. I switch, but it just took too long.
And the animations, like especially on Game Boy, just weren't exciting enough. At least with things like Final Fantasy or something like that, where you have like or even on SNES where you had like Chrono Trigger and stuff like that.
Or Super Mario All
Like,
Stars.
It was the moves were cool and the animations were cool, right? But like Pokemon on a Game Boy, you're just like, Charizard used this, and it's just like. And then you're just like, then you wait fucking until they make their move. I don't know. I would just like, I got so tired of it so quick. I like games that just the action has to keep moving.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
I don't even need that, because I found this is Christina had already like gone back to school, like to set up her classroom like before like kids came in, but Logan had a couple days off, so I was like, hey, what do you want to do? He's like, I want to sit around on our boxes and play video games. I was like, okay. And then he was like, oh, all of our Wii remotes were like not charged, so because we haven't played Wii in like literally probably like a year.
Yeah.
And so I was like, all right, let's play something on a PlayStation. I have all these games, and they're literally all one-player games.
Oh.
And so I was like, all right, we'll go on the PlayStation Store and like look for something. So I found a game that I didn't know they made a port for that I used to play on the PSP. It was like it was Final Fantasy Tactics adjacent, but it was like loosely based on Joan of Arc. And I was like, oh my God. So I've been playing that again. Like, I'm like, holy shit. And it has like all these animated cutscenes, and it's still like ugly, but like I fucking love it, dude. And also, we downloaded a Japanese Gundam fighting game, and that's the most beautiful form of chaos. Is me and my son not knowing or understanding what's going on, and seeing all these bright flashing lights and Japanese things being yelled at us, and then like we kind of like, did we win? We won! Like,
And you wonder why he discovered G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
To like tone it down from
yeah,
time with
he's like,
Dad.
at least it's in American.
Yeah. More like I was getting dizzy and I don't want a seizure. G.I. Joe.
Dude, I remember being like,
Are they back at school already? Yep.
yeah,
Kids are back in school. I could tell fucking today in traffic.
Yeah,
Traffic.
thanks.
Jesus
traffic
Christ.
kids.
There was an accident today, and I was just like, yep, school's back in. Not a serious one. Everybody was fine. It was a fender bender, but yeah, I was just like, people are driving like fucking idiots today, and I was just like, God damn it.
Speaking of drivers, click on that Thor one with the drivers. Because I stumbled across this, and it made me go, hey. And then like, damn, he's right. Do that.
I mean, remember that steak?
We're good.
though? The Matrix is telling me the steak is
steak,
juicy and delicious. Ignorance is bliss. Joey Pants.
California drivers to anyone else. This is the defining factor. This is a car in a lane next to you. This is you. You turn on your blinker. If it is a California driver, they will speed up to block you because they're pieces of shit. If it is not, they will slow down and let you over because they realize it's not that big of a deal. That is the defining factor for California drivers, being a person who grew up in California to block your ass from getting in the lane. I don't understand why the hell anyone there does that shit, but I grew up in it, and it's meaningless and obnoxious. You want...
Dude, I went through
Wow.
so...
Wow.
I said so many cunts when I was driving in California last. I was like, what the fuck is your problem?
I
Like-
now understand why it's
Yeah.
so easy to drive here because I'm from California.
Yeah.
You see, like,
No, it's
I
harder
only
to drive
get-
here because you drive aggressively if you're from California.
No.
When I
I'm
was
the
in
opposite.
Vegas, we had a mix of California and locals, and you could tell who drives like a fucking person from California and someone who drives like a fucking person from Nevada. I'm just saying, they're close.
No, I
But-
truly didn't realize like I was a part of the problem. Like I drive. If anyone knows me, they know I drive like a fucking grandpa, right?
Yeah.
But I had
want
always
to
been like, I
compare
had always
Southern
heard
California
like,
drivers to anyone else.
oh, California drivers are the worst. I was like, fuck no, like hell no, there's no way. Yep, they are. They are. We are the worst.
I don't know, man. I've seen videos on Reddit of some shitty drivers, and there are places like Texas where they look like really shitty
Oh, yeah.
drivers. There are places like Chicago where they look like really shitty drivers.
Oh, White Kelly.
I mean, everybody's got a different style, but California definitely has a very distinct one where that they're changing lanes, get ahead of them.
Yeah.
Like that makes so much
like
sense.
you're losing the race.
But like everybody's got a different way. You have
Yeah.
to learn how to drive wherever you are. Like
Yeah.
in Egypt, you're driving at night and you come at somebody else, you turn off your headlights so it doesn't blind the other person.
Oh, is
you
that
cannot.
dangerous?
It is so dangerous.
No,
And
I mean like to turn off your lights.
yes.
Yeah. Okay. I thought
No,
you
no,
meant, I
this
thought you
isn't
meant
a
like
trick.
blinding them. Oh, okay.
No, turning off the lights is courtesy so the lights aren't blinding them, and then you just have two cars driving at each other in the dark.
One of us is gonna see Allah. It's a game of chicken.
You drunk fuck.
Well done.
Hawaii drivers are slow. I would think that's the biggest qualm.
Either that
I
or they
appreciate
make their own
there's-
fucking rules,
yeah,
which I don't like.
The politeness is, it's very sweet of you to want to let me in when you have the right of way, but just go.
Yeah, too much aloha really
Yeah.
just
No.
messes up
And
everything.
people were
No,
like
you
that
go. No,
in
you go.
Portland. I would say is a comparable place.
Yeah.
Because I've driven in Portland too, and I'd say it's pretty similar to Hawaii, where when you're getting on ramp, you should be speeding up, not slowing down.
You need to be going speed of traffic.
Yeah, and that's my biggest qualm because the on ramp right by my house, literally, you have a good quarter mile, half mile to fucking speed up to get on
Yeah.
the freeway. So when people are slowing down to merge in the traffic, I almost lose my shit. Like I want to like rear end the person to be like, well, your fault for not going fucking faster. Like, you know, because you're getting on a freeway, motherfucker, doesn't mean slow down to 40 miles an hour on a 55-mile-an-hour freeway.
I'll never understand it. Like Hawaii has, not only does Hawaii have the worst traffic, like not that it is the most cars going in one direction. That isn't why.
Yeah.
The worst traffic because it doesn't fucking make sense. Like shit'll just clear up 3 miles down the road and there was no accident, nothing. Like there was.
Well, they call it rubbernecking too, right?
Yeah,
like when there's like a stalled car on the side of the road, nobody's hurt. It's just a fucking stalled car.
And then
people
everyone
are just
getting
like,
on their phone.
Oh, what's going on over there?
Oh, is that your fucking cousin on H1? Oh, I see it on Hawaii News now.
Uncle's truck broke down side of the road. Yeah, he get one black S10.
Oh, that bugger run cherry though.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't help that like the roads don't make sense here. Like, you want to go left, you have to turn right, loop around, but no, then the other way.
Yeah, the road design sucks here too. Yeah,
like every parking lot, every road. Like, I want to get a bigger truck, but I want to be able to park it. So no, I'm not going to get a bigger truck.
Oh, why don't you just take up 2 spaces like everyone else does with their big fucking douchebags?
Because I'm from
cars.
California. I'm an asshole in the way I drive, not the way I park. That's the difference.
Dude, I for the first couple of years that I lived here, I would take pictures of people's shitty driving or like parking jobs and just nailed it. You know what I mean? It's like
I don't get people who back into stalls at Costco either. I'm like, what are you
Costco's
doing?
the one place you don't need to do.
Don't back
They're
into
so
stalls.
big, and it's easier to load your shit. Like
if you're not
But
backing
now
into
they
the
started
stuff.
adding in those lanes. Like, so people that back in, then there's like the little like walkway
There's a
for
little
the carts.
buffer.
Yeah,
but
there's
they
like a
only
little
just
buffer.
added those because people would not just pull
But
in
that should be
normal.
the
Yeah.
fucking standard for all parking lots. Like not like every time I go to Kaiser, it's 3 levels of compact, and then every fucking car. Like I have
And
a
people in
CRV.
Hawaii
It's
have
not
huge
a huge
fucking cars,
exactly,
though.
dude.
Yeah, like the trucks are ridiculous.
I'm like,
here.
oh sweet, there's an
So-
Escalade in the compact parking.
Yeah.
Oh cool.
They got 3 spots.
But
I
I would say what makes Hawaii driving, it isn't the aloha like that. Fine spirited stuff is fine. Yes, it can be dangerous at times, but that's a minority for sure.
It's a minor thing. but-
It's people doing whatever the fuck they want. Like when there's like, say traffic, and they'll just drive on the shoulder. They'll like create their own lane wherever they're at.
Oh yeah, I was driving on the west side in traffic.
Dude,
the other
I
day,
turned
and some
in-
dude is flying down the shoulder when he shouldn't be, and
Yeah.
I'm just like, please let a cop pull this guy over.
And they
Flinging
never
up rocks
fucking
and
do.
glass everywhere.
Yeah, and then I turned into fucking Costco, and some lady turned in. She was behind me and turned in and pulled to the right of me. It's one lane in and out, and so she keeps like inching her way in. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And then so I honked, and she flipped me off.
the
And
Hawaii
then-
standoff.
And then so I'm like halfway in the oncoming lane, and I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? And she goes from the right side of me and turns left in front, and I'm like, if I find you in there, I'm hitting you with the slab of beef. Like, that's what I call these.
Slab
Slab
and beef.
For as
Hey, you
nice
can
as
get the knuckles, slab and beef.
for as nice as Hawaii people are, like they'll let you in. They won't they'll let you into traffic. They'll let you like merge, but at the same time, they drive like idiots.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm one of those idiot drivers too. I don't think so. I drive kind of like aggressive defensive, I guess you want to say. Like I'm like, if I'm gonna move faster than you, I will go around you.
Yeah.
I will move by you. I won't get pissed off. I'll just be like, this person's going way too slow. I'm going around you. And the dangerous thing is when someone's merging, like coming from your left side, and then you're merging from the right side into the same lane.
Uh-huh.
Like I get a lot of that where like someone's not paying attention to you
Yeah.
with your blinker on, and then all of a sudden they decide, oh, I'm gonna scoot into this lane, and they don't even see you.
There's a lot of like
Farrington Highway. Yeah, the west side is the worst.
There's
by
a
far.
lot of
the west side is the worst.
I call
Going
it
towards Kapolei,
prey merging.
Why not?
where they go from one all the way to the exit.
Yeah.
And you're like, and they don't stop. It's just a fucking a smooth diagonal line, and I'll be like, hundreds of yards back, like,
Hey, I gotta do
That was
that.
a full
So-
Jesus take the wheel.
If you're getting on the Waikele off ramp and you want to get to the Mililani off ramp, you gotta go across like 4 lanes
Oh,
of
yeah,
traffic.
yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Kunia's like one exit after that. So when I'm coming home from your place, I'm like, it's not so bad because you got an
Yeah.
extra like 2 or 3 miles, right? Before you hit that exit.
It's a ways.
But Waikele, yeah, you got to get over.
And that's the thing
quick.
is everything's so like if you miss that fucking exit,
You're going to Honolulu.
Yeah.
Because there's
You
no
know?
like at least in California, which is funny because all the drivers are so aggressive. If you miss your exit, you just get off the next one, turn around.
Yeah.
You're back on the freeway, and then you take the same said exit just on the other side. And now here it's like, oh, we'll let you in, do whatever. But if you miss your exit,
You're going to a different Home
yeah,
Depot.
exactly.
Yeah, if I
You're going
miss,
to a
so
different
if you miss
Costco.
that Mililani exit, you can't get off till Aiea, I believe.
Yeah.
I think you got it. Yeah, you got to get off at the Waimalu exit.
Yeah.
The Pro Ridge Waimalu exit. So
And
that's
so,
another
yeah.
like 5-6 miles before you can get off. The
And
freeway.
5-6 miles in like I would say
Isn't it
that
like
traffic
neighborhoods
is the
too?
worst.
What's that?
Like when you miss that and you have to get off, isn't
'Cause
it
you
like
have to
in
get
a
off
it's
the
a
neighborhood
Cam
pitch.
Highway. Yeah.
And once you get off that freeway too, there's a couple of ways you can bust a U-turn, but it's gonna take you through like at least 3 or 4 stoplights before you fucking get back on the road, back on the freeway.
Yeah, you're literally better off taking Cam Highway, but it's the same. You're stuck in that
Yeah.
until.
Anyway, moving on.
And then there was Deadpool.
I agree, Mary Post. Driving from the west side is the worst. Like when, because Mo and I like to go to Kapolei for certain things. Target,
Sure.
you know, there's a new Village Bottle Shop out
Yeah,
on that side, which
haven't
With
been
the
out there
best
yet.
animal fries you'll ever have ever.
You guys were talking about that last week, like
I'll-
at the bottle shop.
yeah.
Yeah,
Huh.
they got
I didn't
good
get them
smash
though,
burger and fries.
but
Because you're stupid.
I'm not an animal fries person. I mean, fries are kind of overrated.
an
You know what I
animal-
mean?
I'm an
Is
animal
this a
baked
new
potato guy.
Yeah, fries are
Potato-based
kind of
fight.
overrated.
Preposterous.
Emotional damage.
Dude, I wonder at what time, like at what point, like how many years down the line we're gonna be like, hey, do you want to just drop the argument? I'll be like,
No,
no, not until you see.
not after that last argument.
This is I think Israel and Hamas will come to a better understanding than we will over these damn taters.
They're gonna be like, French fries? Yeah, French fries.
Yeah.
End it.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Open face sandwich.
That is a sandwich on one piece of bread. My grandmother used to make.
One piece of bread,
that's
so
that
it's
guy.
not finished.
It's finished.
Did you run out of bread?
No, I got plenty of bread.
Then why'd you stop making the sandwich?
The sandwich is made.
Is the bread on top or bottom?
Bread's on the bottom, piece of meat, cheese on top.
You're so close to being done.
If you fold it over, it's a finished half sandwich.
The sandwich is finished.
You should serve soup and a half sandwich like that place down the block with the bread bowls.
They have so much bread, they're making bowls out of it. They could help with your shortage.
I don't have a shortage.
Then finish the sandwich.
Give me this. Give me this.
Bread thing is stressing them out.
Big time.
It ain't the bread.
What is it?
I've never liked open face sandwiches or wet burritos. I want to use my hands.
Yeah, I agree.
If it's an open face sandwich, there better be another piece of bread I can put on top of that motherfucker.
But then why?
close that
Or
shit.
just fucking. I'd rather get poked in the roof of my mouth by all the invisible toothpicks than to have to like formulate my own sandwich when all the ingredients are right there already. I don't like that.
Let's pray for the plane.
Oh, the IT stuff.
Which IT
Oh.
stuff?
Well, you'll see. It's very interesting.
And pray for every plane that takes into the sky during any type of furry convention of the world. Because if one of those goes down, the entire IT system goes with it. And I'm not wrong about that. Literally all of the United States IT infrastructure goes down with that plane. It's terrifying. They should split them up. They shouldn't all be in one plane. You better absolutely love and
Like they're saying like all IT dudes are like furries, and I've only known one furry in my life, and he was like super out about it. Like he was very into the culture, but I wanted to ask like James and Emmett to know like You guys work in that industry. Like, how many furries you guys like registered furries? You know what I mean? Like, how many furries do you know of?
Registered? Yeah. I was like, what?
Wait a minute.
No, you have to. It's like a
These like
pray.
sex offenders?
yeah. It's, instead of an Amber Alert, it's like a purple alert.
No, I don't think that's how it works. I don't think they get their own
fucking
bathroom.
should.
Like,
It fucking should.
I would like to know where they are.
They
like,
gotta be
'cause I
bigger
wanna-
stalls.
I've never
They
met
gotta be bigger stalls.
I've never met a furry,
Yeah,
but I've kind of always wanted to, you know?
Bro, and you're never going into a urinal with a fucking 8-foot sized head.
Oh, that shit's got to have so much piss on the front of it. I swear to God. Like, if it's a dude, even if there's like an access hole, there's got to be piss. Like,
Yeah, it's just
that
lined.
front's got to be piss soaked.
Or do you think they're diapering it?
maybe
or
even
just, like,
semen? I don't know.
Or that's the whole thing with furries. Is apparently it's a sexual thing.
Well, it is and it isn't, I guess. I don't
No.
know. I've heard the both or thing, you know? Like, but.
The idea of the smell that would waft off a hot Comic-Con floor with
Yeah, true. You got to be sweating balls under that
They-
thing. You're in San
All the
Diego.
balls.
You're in San
Yeah.
Diego in the middle of fucking summer. It's 80, pushing 90 degrees outside with like 90% humidity probably because it's right on the fucking ocean.
yeah.
So
it's
you're
fucking-
talking. People are sweating balls in those furry
and
outfits.
I know they've come up with, you know, like even those inflatable suits that have like the fans in them and stuff.
Yeah, I think you
But
gotta
that's
have
just
fans.
pushing
those are
hot
great.
air. There's no
now we're talking my language.
Yeah.
Suit with a fan.
nah. There's, ugh. But I want to know like if that's like a kind of like
I wonder if they're liquid
industry secret.
like run a liquid line through
You
them
in the
with, like,
fucking
pumps and shit.
semantics
Yeah,
of
I was
furries.
just
You're like, well, personally, I'd be running a E4613 cooling system.
I'd be running.
They use-
I'd be running cold tubes between my ass cheeks, dude, so I don't get the swamp ass.
No, you know where to hit it in the
Yeah, it's
ball
gotta be
canals.
like there's gotta be
Ball
like an
canals.
underwear, like
No,
a
I would
water
take the
cooled
tube,
underwear.
run down one side, loop up
Yeah,
and around the ball sack.
I'd get
on
two
one
tubes
side.
going right between the crotch, right on the east side of the crotch, and through the taint and through the
Ooh.
butt,
I need
like a thong.
I need a
I
tit-
want to
I need a-
apologize to all my family members that I sent the link to.
Ma!
I thought we were going to talk about Deadpool and dragons. Sorry, Janelle, Uncle Jay, Mom, Kevin,
I mean,
Diana.
there could be dragons at the furry convention. No, but I would need a turbo cooled tit sweat
yeah,
tube.
yeah, yeah.
too.
Under boob
Yeah,
coverage.
Dude, that's good. That's
That's
so bad.
male and female.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's universal.
Dude, you would look like Mr. Freeze. And by the
Yeah. Yeah.
you just cosplay Mr. Freeze.
That's how to do it.
No need the furry.
I have to go to the bathroom. I said, be right back.
Chill. That was the best segue.
Yeah, that was good. I like that we brought it back to movies.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Thank God. Yeah. I didn't have much more material.
There's got to be a market for that. Making
Like, hey, what do
making
you
like
do?
water cooled
Well,
costumes.
I make furry freezers.
Furry freeze underwear.
Oh,
For him and her.
maybe, Brett's in the chat. Our chat is not updating, but oh no, where'd it go?
Oh no.
Oh no. Hello, Brent. Welcome in. This is for
give his
you,
balls a
Brent.
tug.
Yeah.
Give your balls a tug, you tit fucker. Fuck you all. Your lives are so sad. I get a charity tax break just for hanging out with you.
Mary Post says you have to wear ice packs and some of them have built-in fans.
Oh yeah, Christina. You know, Christina had to wear the Build-A-Bear suit when she worked there.
Yeah, when I worked at Build-A-Bear,
yeah.
I wore one, and you wear an ice pack vest.
But that was like fucking 20 years ago. Babe.
You wear it for a little bit and take a break every 15, 20 minutes. But when you're at Comic-Con, you ain't taking that shit
Yeah, you
off.
ain't taking a break.
Yeah.
And how do you can't piss?
Yeah.
You can't piss.
And you're surrounded by hundreds of people. They just eat frozen grapes like I am. Haha. What's up, Lloyd? How you doing, bud? Welcome in.
Frozen grapes.
Why isn't our chat updating? Stupid fuck. Sorry.
Lloyd, you stupid mother. Can you imagine just tuning into a podcast and they're like, hey, you, You that just said hi. Fuck you. Everything's your fault.
Lloyd, tell us all your thoughts on furries.
Yeah, Lloyd, give us some fucking deep, some cuts.
Be a drunk
Some
fuck.
hot takes. Give us some hot furry takes. Dude, I bet you he's the only one of us that could survive being in that suit for that long.
Probably.
He's built like a brick shithouse, dude. He doesn't radiate heat at all. And he's,
That's true.
you know what I mean?
I feel like I sweat like so much more than normal people.
Yeah. I'm the sweatiest.
All right. What's your? You guys got any good furry stories out there? Because I want to hear them.
I actually do want to hear.
The fuck did I just tune into?
Now that she wanted to be herself.
Give your fucking balls a tug.
Where the fuck is your beer located, dude? In the West Wing? Jesus Christ.
I've never met a furry.
Actually, you probably have.
And you just didn't
don't
know
it. Yeah.
because they're not on a list.
That's
Chase.
true. That's true.
They have
I've
to
been,
register.
I've been to quite a few Comic Cons here too, and I haven't seen a furry. I've seen a
Well-
lot of people in maids outfits, men and women.
I mean, here that's
actually,
that's a real commitment.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
even in that
Yeah.
auditorium or whatever that is, it's
No,
not.
it's not.
It's not cool.
No, it's not. I mean, once you get into the halls, like the banquet halls and stuff like that, it gets cooler. But if you're in the main hall or you're outside, like most of that shit's outdoor.
And that's the thing, and that's with like casual cosplay. Like most people do cosplay adjacent stuff. They'll have like a shirt and like a hat here. That like you get the point. They're not going full makeup, costume, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like uncomfortable heels and shit. Dude,
What is
furry
that?
suits are out. Where the fuck would you keep a furry suit? With the amount of rent that you pay for no little space, you would occupy how much of that of your closet for these fucking comic character fucking no
They're not
way.
cheap.
It's the one thing that you have in the box called winter clothes, and you do not travel.
That's a red flag. If you have winter clothes in Hawaii, that's a red flag.
Lloyd, you're going to grab a beer. Give me 45 minutes?
That's what I'm
Seconds.
saying.
He's a fast drinker.
Okay. I was going to say. I was like, are you going to the
I
store?
thought it
No,
was
not
some
really.
minutes,
Where are you
too.
driving? Are you
I
driving
mean, he might
here?
be coming here.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you drove here, that would doesn't stand 45 minutes. Because you're in rush hour traffic right now. But, they're talking
Nah,
about
it's
different-
tailing down.
What would you do if a furry showed up to the bar? I would welcome them with open arms.
And I would ask to see their identification because they
yeah,
have to
yeah. I'd be
register.
like,
Ask
hey,
for
with
ID.
the
No offense, but I
US
got to see your
government.
face in your ID, too.
We're not spotting any shots
I need
here.
your name, your character name, your species.
Had one furry show up to a work event with a butt plug, foxtail. Sounds right.
Wait, they were in a furry suit and had
How do
butt
you
plug.
have all this
How did
information?
you know?
Male or female? Or I'm not going to gender,
Yeah, I
But-
think that's against the rules with furries.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
It's kind of like, yeah. I mean, but I want to know.
The butt plug is curious.
If you know they had a butt plug, then
then you might have got a name.
Dude, that's
Not judging.
That's the least you could give me. If you walk into my space with a fucking butt plug dangling out, you can at least give me your name. Officer.
yes. Can you identify yourself?
Damn, that shit's good.
What do
I
you
feel-
identify as? Fox.
Yeah. What does a fox say?
Just the tail.
Just the tail. Lloyd
That-
said, walking to beer lab where I can get a furry cosplay head, and Brent gave me an idea.
Was it the tail?
Just the tail.
That's how furries like just initiate when somebody's shy. It's like you just try it out. Just the tail, just to see how it feels.
Do you think there's like a speakeasy like
Like a furry?
way to talk about that shit too?
What do you mean?
Like, if say you'll be like, "Hey, what's your favorite song?" and you'll be like, "Cat Scratch Fever."
Oh, like a code.
Yeah, like a speakeasy for weird sex shit.
I'm sure they have like code words. There's gotta
Probably.
Like,
be
what's
code
your favorite
words.
video game? Sonic or,
or
what was it? Bubsy.
Who's your yeah? Who's your favorite character? Sonic or Tails?
Just the tail.
Tails, both of them.
Or are you Knuckles?
Depends how you pay your cards there.
Welcome, Shadow.
God. I hope my kid's asleep. He better not be watching this. I already had to explain pegging. Jesus Christ.
I mean, did you have to?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I think he
Was the question asked?
no.
No.
But I mean, if
But you just kept going anyhow? Until somebody
sounds
in the
like a
theater
furry
said,
convention
"Stop."
thing. No, he laughed so hard at the opening where Deadpool's using Wolverine's claws and he's like stabbing one dude in the ass,
One
one
in the
dude in the
dick.
dick. I thought he was gonna suffocate. He was just like, oh, like, that's like he like chef's kiss. Like that's the funniest it could be. Oh, see, Christina. So as soon as we turn on CSI, I got about 10 minutes before I passed the fuck out. But she actually finishes episodes. So like, I guess there was a CSI furry episode that
I've seen it. I've seen it before.
Oh,
I've
dude,
seen it before.
one
'Cause
of the
Mo's-
furry
Mo's all
conventions
about,
is in
yeah,
Vegas.
Mo is all about the crime
Furries?
scene, the crime shows.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry. Don't know why I
We
She
don't
might
know.
be, but she hasn't told me yet.
she
So.
is
Yes.
an animal lover.
Happy anniversary.
Yeah. God. Hey babe, what's this
Do
gorilla
you ever
mask
have the things
doing?
where you, like your wife will be like, "What are you like? What are you into? Like what can make things more exciting, right?" And then you're like, "I don't know. I don't have like a particular thing." But then sometimes she'll wear outfits, and I'm like, "That looks hot."
That
Dude,
that.
yeah. And I was like, I didn't even know I was into that, but I am.
I feel like on this podcast, it's automatically Princess Leia Gold Bikini.
I mean, so
It's
that's
Selma
happened.
Hayek and Desperado.
That's
It's
happened.
Selma Hayek
That's
in
interesting.
anything.
Yeah.
But like
She's gonna
one
kill me.
time she did like this 4th of July like redneck dress up kind of looking thing, and I was like,
Are you sure you're supposed to be telling us this story?
yeah, I can talk about it.
Okay.
But I was like, I didn't know I was into that, but apparently I am.
I didn't know I loved you for being white trash, but you added to
It's
the
different because
list.
she's so not white trash.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So maybe it's fuck off.
Hey, if you won't defend her honor, I will. Taking your shot.
But yeah.
But I'm
Don't
just
tell me
saying
you had a
it's
good
stuff
time.
like that. Yeah, you're just like, I didn't know I was into that, but apparently I am. So, but it's normal stuff. Okay, it's not anything weird. It's just like she likes to dress up for occasions, and
Ooh, let's go to Philly.
Like
let's
going
go to
out to
Philly,
dinner?
guys.
no, I mean, yeah, she looks
I mean,
great in it.
someone's
She looks
eating-
hot in a dinner dress
So-
too. Like, don't get me wrong, but like, one time she dressed up as a hippie for Halloween,
Oh,
and I was
Devin
like,
says we have to
"That's
take
pretty hot."
another shot for mentioning Selma Hayek.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. We should do. a
Well,
shot
if
every time we
you
talk about
insist.
Selma Hayek.
Oh darn, punishment again.
You guys haven't had those moments with your wife? Come on, there's got to be something they put on, and you were just like, "Wow, I didn't know I was into that, but she looks really hot in that."
I'm not going to confirm or deny, but
Come
I am happily married and want to stay that way, so I'm
What?
going...
Why is that? Why is that a bad thing? You said your wife looks hot in a certain outfit.
She looks hot in everything. But,
Okay, yeah, obviously.
You're Ubering.
Hi, baby. Thanks for the shot.
And I mean, yeah, obviously, like our wives always look hot in anything, right? But anyway, all right, fine. Tight-lipped crew over here, got it.
I have a man a few secrets, but I'm going to keep those ones.
No, no, nothing out of the ordinary, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I've never been a thong guy. Like, I want a little
they
bit of
ride
booty
up.
hanging out.
Yeah.
They hurt. They split my nuts in half.
I never force her to wear anything she doesn't want to
So
wear.
like
You know what I
boy
mean? Like, I would
short,
never do
booty
that. So,
short, that
yeah.
I'm always like, yeah.
Yeah.
Anything I get to play slap ass.
Slap ass is good.
Slap ass is the best game that's ever been invented.
Yeah.
Slap ass. That's one of the best Key and Peele skits ever.
She said you're Ubering, lol.
He's goobering.
Did you drive? No.
I mean, yes. I have an exit strategy, unlike last time.
Okay.
And the
Well,
backup exit strategy is I'm going to live in your hot tub.
That's fine. Well, you Ubered last time anyway, so. it didn't
Yeah, but
matter.
not from here. Somehow I was at a bar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody saw me. I just woke up after the last time I was on this and was like, oh, I was told I had a lovely time.
He had a different spawn point. Huh?
Oh fuck! That used to be the worst when you wake up in someone's couch and I'm just staring at a ceiling fan that I don't recognize.
I woke up in a UNLV art, like the hallway in their art section on the couch.
What year? Because I
outside.
was there.
2000.
Was it 2003? Okay, no, that was.
Yeah.
I graduated in 08. I was living off campus at that point.
Yeah.
With the art.
Yeah, I was on a black leather couch. And I woke
You
up
might have
like-
known someone. Did you know a guy named Heppy?
No, but
You would have remembered his name, if you
bro,
did.
Happy.
I went to
like
high school with him, and he went to,
hepatitis?
yeah. Well,
His
he's
name
from
is casually.
Heppery. He was from New Zealand. He's from New Zealand. Okay.
This tastes very.
I went to high school with him though.
Peppery.
He's one of the
Brent,
few people I
you're
went to
right,
high
but
school
change the
with
subject.
that went to that school. What?
Nothing.
Aha. Brent has a Brent has an image of me with fucking butt cheek dental floss. What's on the front side, Brent? Are you imagining like an elephant trunk, a flamingo? I mean, what would be my thong choice? Do you think? I think it would have to be
Transformers or like Pokemon?
like it would probably think a transformer because like it should be
Yeah.
a dick, but it looks just like a vagina.
It'd be like a giant Wolverine face on your crotch, on your
Just mean.
dick. Yeah, yeah.
Just the most aggressive
Yeah. Like,
pubic
and it'd be
area ever.
You would have the beard would
Yeah.
would continue out to the rest, like the area.
I call him.
That's the mutton chops.
I call him weapon sex.
Now you all can't get the image out of your heads. It's
Good
there
luck.
now.
I need an adult. I need an adult.
Felicia, we don't look. We're not looking for tickets. We just want to know.
Miss Hot Mess, I might meet you up there. We'll see. If I get an invitation.
Depends if there's any tornadoes in the area.
Full moose knuckle with Deadpool on the front.
Oh, that's cool. You know, it'll probably be classy. I'd probably do a Rocky and Bullwinkle.
I mean, I think the Wolverine thing makes the most sense. For
Yeah,
you.
I think it's got to happen at this point.
Like with the mutton chops built in.
Schnick.
Yeah.
It's got to have like voice activated.
Shink.
There it is.
I've always thought it was Shink.
You got the claws already.
These claws uphold the laws. Too bad, Lloyd. You shouldn't have taken so long to grab a beer, dude. You could have been drunk already. And then it would have been sexy.
Come out here and do sampling local breweries. Oh yeah, yeah. That's
New
a gimmick.
it's gonna be all
That's a
New
fucking
England IPAs.
New England IPAs are fantastic.
Gross.
I mean, hazy IPAs are probably the most popular style right now.
I know.
But they are getting. There's too many. There's too like everybody's doing hazy IPAs now. So I'm like, somebody make something different, please. We're coming along.
I need
to
more
winter.
ambers. You know what I need? I
Yeah.
need that fucking
Good
Colorado
ambers.
Rockies amber.
Once
Or-
we hit
not
autumn,
Rockies, I meant
winter, you're
Avalanche.
gonna start getting ambers and stouts and
Or like
porters.
brown ales that don't taste like so nutty that it's just dirt.
Yeah.
Like I hate to throw Newcastle out because it's so just like
It's
everywhere. It's hard to
garbage.
find out here.
Such
Yeah.
garbage.
But every once in a while you get
It's
a
not
craving
the
for it.
worst, dude.
But then you have like a homebrew brown and it's just like, that is my shoe.
You know how many times? You know how many times I fell for Newcastle's like Summerfest one?
Oh,
I've-
the yellow instead of the orange.
it's
That is
so
gross.
Because I see it and I go, Newcastle, and then I get the fucking 6 to 12 pack and I go, fuck.
The only thing worth drinking from Samuel Adams is the original Samuel Adams is okay, and their Oktoberfest is pretty good.
Mhm.
But other than that,
Everyone loves Oktoberfest. And I'm
eh.
still like, yeah. What was the Samuel L. Jackson's? Remember that?
yeah,
It's good fucking beer, bitch.
Yeah, Avalanche Amber Ale. That's the one, Brent. That was my shit, dude.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Dude, how did we queue up into all we like? To be fair, guys, we didn't know what he had loaded up in the new sounds, and we've
Yeah, no, we
they've
did.
been some yeah. Did we cover 6, 1, and 3?
So I took what we always like reference like without the sound clips, and I was like, there's certain things we say from certain people all the time, and I like was like thinking through in my head, and I was like, yeah, we got to get some of those, you know. So
I like
To
it.
be fair.
To be fair,
To be fair.
to be fair, Reamer, you better hit a to be fair in the chat. Oh, I miss it, dude. I missed fucking brunch with those guys, man. We used to hit at least 3 to 4. To be fair, and question.
To be fair.
To be fair.
Dude, that show's gone too. And Shoresy's gonna be weird now.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It was a short season, man. It was super quick. It was like 6 episodes.
It
right?
was super quick, but like very slow too.
Yeah. Have you watched Shoresy?
We did the what's the other one?
Letterkenny?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We started that and then kind of forgot about it. But damn it. Like every time you push that button, I'm like, we gotta watch another episode.
Yeah. It clicks on you.
Also, I want to give a shout out to the Yingling.
Dingaling.
I mean,
Yingling.
Can't go wrong with some Yingling. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is so good. It's like the beer that doesn't get you drunk, but you can drink like 30, and it's just totally fine to do it at kid's birthday.
Wait.
I compare Yingling to like a Sam Adams almost. It's like they're like close, but Yingling's a lot easier drinking.
I
They go
get
down
more
like quick.
excited when I see Yingling.
It's like a
you never see
fancy
it.
Budweiser.
That's fair.
Can
You know
I
what
tell
I
you
mean?
a funny story about your mom?
Oh, wait,
Sure.
wait. I'll answer
Wait.
for him. Please do.
She came out of the bar. She's checking things out, and there's this black dude sitting at the table.
Oh, no.
And I was talking beer with him. I was like, "Hey, what are you into?" Like, he's like, "Oh, back home, I used to drink Yingling," and she goes, "You're Chinese."
To be fair.
To be fair.
I could see why she
I go.
think it is, because I mean Yingling, like, I get it.
Yeah.
That's not entirely off base, but at the same time,
He was blacker.
Defend your mom.
He was blacker than my phone with a country ass accent. He's like, back home, I used to drink Yingling. She's like,
No.
I'm just gonna lock this.
I was just fucking, dude. I walked away. I was laughing so hard.
That was awesome. I love that story so much.
That's the best it could have. A story starting with, "Can I tell you a story about your mom?" could have went. Like,
I can't
No
wait
one
to go
wants
home
that,
and listen
yeah.
to that joke again later.
Oh man.
scratch that from the video
Yes.
later.
Delete it.
Mark
Scrub
it.
it. Speaking of
Avalanche,
deleting things
Amber
off
Ale.
the
I was never a
internet,
Sam Adams fan. I like Yingling better than Sam.
Youngling. Whoa.
I like Younglings better
Whoa.
than
Hey yo.
Chris killed younglings. Like 30 of them.
Oh, I sent. Speaking of killing younglings, and since Brent's in the thing, I sent a thing in Ben about the pod race scene. They're like, do you remember when there's during the pod race scene? Where is it? No.
We talked about it. I feel like at one point. Did we not
No.
bring it up?
No.
God, you
Oh,
put so much
wait,
shit
wait.
in here.
That click on that one.
This one?
Yeah. I feel like this all the time.
Stop asking me to log in, please. Appreciate you.
You speak normal. Speak like an educated adult. When you
I fucking hate Yoda, dude.
Like,
now
can
that I
you
think about it, I really hate him.
speak normal.
Does Yaddle not talk like that?
I'm assuming not. Brent, does Yaddle talk like that? Like
I don't
backwards?
know. I haven't heard Yaddle speak.
No, there's that whole episode that they showed in her death during Clone Wars. I can't remember the way she talks.
I didn't watch that.
Yeah, I mean, it explains
Wait,
why
is it-
she's gone from the movies.
Oh, the first red lightsaber, that's new.
That's really sad.
Sad?
Well, now every one of those Jedi has to die.
What about Kiadi and the cover-up team?
Oh, this is even sadder.
Sadder?
Well, either those Jedi have to die, or one of my oldest friends lied to me about the Sith being extinct, which directly led to my death.
Oh.
That's really sad.
Sad?
Well, now everyone...
Dude, whoever's doing that fucking AI is good.
Yeah.
No, but wait, go down.
Okay.
There's.
You post. This is Chase, dude. Our whole thing is Chase memes.
I got so many good. Oh, by the way, I started watching that. I didn't like it. The Batman.
We watched the last episode first.
Really?
Our Google TV is the fucking worst. Whenever we start something, it plays the last episode. And this is like the 5th time where we didn't realize until we got all the way through the episode.
That's weird.
Yeah. Batman, Yellowstone, everything.
Yellowstone too?
Yeah. Or not
That's
Yellowstone,
fucked up.
one of the spin-offs. And it was the
What's
one where the
going
girl died at the end. It's like, oh, the main character is already dead? That's a weird first episode. Oh, there isn't a follow-up.
That's happened to me. That's happened to me too.
So
I hate
many
it,
times.
where it's just like randomly picks up at a certain episode, and you're like, I think do you have other people on your accounts?
No, not on our Google account or the Prime account. It's everything. It's anything that we click from our smart TV, which is a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
To whatever
my
station
TV's
it
the
is.
fucking worst. Oh no, this guy reminded me of Brian. I like that guy.
He kind of looks like me.
Kind of looks like Jack Black too.
But yeah,
right?
but check out his bit. Damn, this wasn't the thing. Maybe I sent it to like you directly, not the thing. But anyway, they were saying that like, okay, watch this though.
I own that shirt.
I want to have that kind of power.
No, if you have a guitar, you do that
No.
all the time. You're just like, I just want to
No, but
fucking hit like distortion on a low note and just like
Wah wah. Give me wah wah. No, but watch.
Where are you from?
Wait, how's he doing it? Is there
How
somebody
long
there?
y'all been together? That's your mom? Anybody here on a first date?
What? Yes.
Third date? A little bit. Hold up, just eye contact. See?
You definitely sent me that one while you were taking a shit. I
yeah.
guarantee it.
If you see in rapid fire, look at the time codes. Bop, 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 bop.
I was in the target. Yo.
No, but the guys were talking about like there's Tusken Raiders that shoot at Anakin while he's during the race, and they're like, oh, is he? Are those time travelers trying to shoot their Hitler? And I was like, oh shit, that's a fucking. You got a point.
If they were time travelers, they would have better guns.
You'd
Because
think.
those were Tusken Raider like bullet guns.
I mean, all the guns in Star Wars are the same. They don't ever change. It's like you got machine guns, like machine laser guns and stuff like that. But how are the droidicas ever beaten? Because they were shielded.
Yeah, they had shields.
Fucking laser shooters.
They took episode 1 and they're like, OP.
And then
Yeah,
they were like,
yeah.
"Oh, hey, remember those things that we had before? No, lost the designs. Don't know.
Yeah.
It's too expensive, guys. We're
Yeah.
going to like lose a bunch of ships.
We're
instead.
doing
To create
clones.
laser blasters with a
Yeah.
shield is too expensive for us right now.
We're doing clones. Clones are the best there ever was."
Actually, that might have been the strategy. They were like, the Emperor or Palpatine was probably like, this is too good. You guys are supposed to lose.
Yeah,
according
fuck
to my plan.
stormtroopers. Just make a whole army of droidicas.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's the way you should have gone.
Droidicas. You know,
Dickas.
yeah.
Dickas in a force field.
So you have 100 of those with
If
shields.
you don't call the fucking 80s Bears droid dickas, you're lying.
They were OP, dude. They were
Coach
original OP.
Dicka.
Droid dickas.
I fought them in Jedi Survivor recently, and I'm like, these motherfuckers are assholes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Not
I'm
an
like,
easy fight.
I'm like, why didn't they just make 1,000 of those motherfuckers instead of all these other fucking? You would have saved a lot of lives.
Material
FYI.
tax dollars.
Yeah.
Here's a weird PC praise, and you'll never hear this. My favorite mouse ever was a Microsoft mouse that folded up like a Droidica, and then it was the Microsoft Arc.
Oh, I've seen that.
I fucking love that thing.
Yeah.
It was the most ergonomic and comfortable mouse I've ever had.
Was
in
it
my
those ones that's like stand up? Like, do you hold them like a ice cream cone? Or dick? like, you know which ones I'm talking about?
What you doing with your hand there?
So
Yeah.
you hold them like this, and the right and left mouse
the
buttons
balls
are here,
with the other one.
and you move it around like this. And you ever seen those?
But right now I use the one with the ball. I use a ball one. I just rub the ball.
Oh yeah. Oh, you got one of those.
Yeah.
So you're like a bank teller.
Am I?
Yeah.
Except horrible with money.
So
For
like
people-
a bank teller.
Yeah. Yeah, but I know which ones you're talking about. Like instead of like the normal mouse figuration, you tilt it on its side. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like those.
It's like yeah.
No, it was like it collapsed into like kind of a clamshell, and then it would pop open into like a regular mouse.
Huh.
So
I
it's
want one of these. It
travelable.
sounds kind of cool.
No, the second one they came out. Watch, look it up. Microsoft Arc mouse.
Marvel's like, Chris, what kind of mouse do you use?
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with Android.
Yeah, Chris does not represent us just because he holds the mouse like this. He is not one of us.
Dude, this mouse is great.
Sometimes the batteries get loose and you gotta.
So many inputs.
You ever seen these?
Oh, that is not a mouse.
Yeah,
I just don't know who, like what.
You hold it like vertically instead.
No, you put a tail on it
if
and
you
you
need to
dress
move
up
it-
like a furry.
I see the port where you put
get
the
it.
butt plug.
You get it with the waifu boob mouse mat, and then then you're just.
I'm sorry, did you say waifu boob mat? Wait.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the boob mouse mats?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Waifu boob.
No, I don't think you even need to put the boob part on.
Waifu playmat? I don't think you want to look for that, dude.
Oh, look at what happens.
Oh, look at this PG shit.
When you cut some
Ew.
corners.
Ew.
Oh, there you go, dog butt.
It's like this, but it has waifu boobs on it.
With 3 nipples.
There it is. Yeah, it's great for ergonomics.
Sure it is. Yeah, no, I don't have 3 of those.
Bruh.
I don't. Wink.
Only $13.49 on Amazon, by the way. Great deal. Go get you one.
Better in bulk.
Wait, do they have different selections?
You need them to be whiter? She's
Bigger. I got a big wrist,
One
I needed to.
One slightly to
I
the
needed
left.
to also cushion my elbow. Just give me the grandmother of her and just have it dangle down further.
This is only $10.99. Ooh woo.
Well, that's a deal.
Ooh woo.
Maybe she's like less
Ooh.
sought after in the lore. Does she have a name, or is she like a regular?
Just kawaii mouse girl, anime kawaii girl. Yeah, they're out there.
Wait, dude, look up the Microsoft Arc. It's the best
Okay,
mouse
yeah.
ever.
And use the
I'm
code
actually-
Smash Bros at
Yeah.
checkout for 10% off of your
Oh my
purchase.
gosh, please.
Arc.
I can't spell Microsoft.
Can you spell micro hard?
I'm like, wait, where'd you get tripped up on that? Oh, there.
These are the shitty ones. The OG one
What
collapsed.
the fuck is
See
this?
That is one of the things that the Star
that's
Trek
a sex
guys use.
toy, dude.
Yeah, it's a phaser.
Yeah.
Laser.
This is no,
Laser.
the OG one
Sharon.
collapsed in.
Is this the one?
No.
Yeah, this one collapses.
No, that's not it. That's a Dell, dude. These suck. Never mind. I retract. PCs suck. Mouse suck.
This
I
one
believe they're
changes shape.
mices.
It changes shape. It's a, what the fuck? It's a protozoa?
It curves depending on your mood.
We notice you haven't been using your booby mat today.
Please put your curved mouse
Oh,
on
actually, speaking of fucking AI mice. That's a real thing. Logitech is coming out with an AI mouse. Just so you know. It's a subscription mouse
Oh,
service.
I heard about that. Yeah.
Dumb. Dumbledore.
What does that mean?
Dumb?
No. I've heard that one my whole life.
You have to subscribe for like, it's like premium services. One of them being like, it automatically like double clicks on stuff or something like that.
Huh.
I was half listening to the podcast.
Really easy AI, and apparently Logitech has come out with their signature AI edition M750 wireless mouse. Now, I first heard of this from The Verge here. There was an article on The Verge saying Logitech wants you to press its new AI button. They went into how they're creating a new mouse. Let's go through this real quick. Logitech has...
No, this sounds boring as fuck.
Press my new AI button.
AI fucking everything nowadays.
For those of you that aren't clicking our ads, the mouse will do it for you.
Yeah.
Mouse AI.
Someone was saying that too, like AI it's an innocuous term. Like it just replaced everything that machine learning was. So people are using AI, like all these fucking companies are using it because it's a buzzword.
It is.
But you're like, oh, it's not. It's just machine learning.
Guess what? They were called
repackaged.
cookies.
Yeah.
How is it amazing that Google knows what you fucking want before you fucking look for it? It's because you've been searching shit about it.
Oh, it's because you've been talking about butt plugs during.
And
the
they're gonna call
podcast.
that AI too. No, it's called an algorithm, and it's been fucking around forever. The AI shit is so stupid.
But in case it's not, to our AI overlords, some of us are okay with whatever, except for the butt plug tails.
Don't murder me, Skynet.
Its name is Google. Yeah, I delete so many freaking spam emails every day, and everyone is like, "Would you like AI marketing to blah 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 blah?" blah? I'm like, if just one of these said, "We will use AI to delete all of your emails," I would be like,
"Well, here's
my bank account."
That's the new thing that it's
Wait, I had something in here actually that I posted.
Oh, that's not the one. Oh, by the way, speaking of weird shit,
Chase, you're just flooding our
No,
feed
no,
with
wait,
shit.
wait.
He spends a lot of time in the bathroom.
That's the one. That's the one. That's the fucking.
This is the one, right?
Oh,
this is the
that
Cosby
one's-
thing.
that one's funny.
Wait,
but that's not the one.
okay. So this is AI, by the way. Let's see what it can do.
That was, dude. This was so weird. I thought I was watching like a fucking Harry Potter
It's
motorcycle
fucking
thing.
trippy as shit. Look at what is happening.
Everyone's in danger.
Look at, oh my god.
What the ass?
I didn't watch this part. Turned into Iron Man. Oh shit!
I don't know what people are putting in these video prompts. Wait, I had one.
Is that
back
what
here
that
too.
kid saw when they left the dentist? Where it's like, is this real
Is
life?
this real life?
What the?
This is way further. This is last week.
It was back. It was pretty far back. Hold on. Damn it. Nicolas Cage playing Spider-Man Noir.
Again.
Hey, he'd already voiced it.
I mean, it's not really news because like
really?
he's just doing it still. It's more
I
like,
bought
hey,
those
Nicolas
files,
Cage
by
is
the
doing
way.
something.
Oh, you did?
The controller ones. I have the Xbox and the PS5 one. So
Damn it, I can't find it through all of Chase's shit.
go, bro. All that's your shit.
That's not
Go
my
up.
shit. That's your shit, Chase Angelo. Chase Angelo. Chase Angelo.
All right, you may have a point. I'm the only one providing any fucking content here.
You know what I've learned from this scroll? Your last name.
Oh, and how much time I spent on the toilet.
Apparently.
Talked about that. Yeah, I don't know. Now I'm going way too far back. I'm going way too far back.
You can't. Yeah.
Look at this.
We're going way too far back.
These are all Chase, and then I'm like 1% of that.
Oh, you're the 1%.
1%.
So stop sending videos to you via Facebook Messenger. Got it.
Instagram. Okay. How old are you right now? You
Like
said
so
Facebook
old.
Messenger?
I did.
God.
What's Instagram?
Yeah. Well,
it's owned by the same company, but
it's all the same.
If you're not on TikTok, which I'm not,
TikTok's still a thing?
Until the American government shuts it down. Yeah.
Can we? I laughed at this for 8 solid minutes. I timed it. It was the funniest thing.
8 minutes,
I've
go.
seen.
To win this very easily. He might not want to get his hair wet either.
Oh, no.
That was one of the harshest cuts we've ever seen to a competitor. Look at this. She's like, checking
Kelly,
out.
competitor.
Yeah, competitor.
Seeing what Jose's got. Jose.
Locked in.
Locked.
Here's
Hair.
something great. Both eyes open.
That's tough.
It's a tough angle.
Her goggle is not doing her any
They
favors.
didn't adjust her goggles
Yeah.
correctly.
Does her left eye have water in it already?
It might.
And she's just trying to balance through it.
We're being mean to her.
Yeah. That's not her.
Chase, you're an asshole.
But there had to have been like double
You
dare
son of a
outfits before,
bitch.
right?
That's not her.
I was watching a thing on Legends of the Hidden Temple yesterday. And it was
What
fucking
was it?
awesome.
Olmec?
Yeah.
Olmec.
The choice is yours and yours alone.
Really not her fault.
She's never worn goggles.
Brian's like,
Different
be PC,
size boot.
Gotta be
What the
PC.
fuck?
Gotta be PC.
What kind of mouse do you?
I'm not sure what to say for the first time in my life.
You had plenty to say
Welcome
about Sonic and Tails butt plugs, but, but water
I never,
goggles.
I never thought I'd say this, but can we talk about furries again? Jesus.
I'm at a loss. We could talk about dragons.
We could get into House of Dragons.
Yeah, because I got a bunch of shit on that too.
Okay.
Dragons.
Shouts out to the dragons real quick, because I have some nice, not nice stuff to say.
I have to go to the bathroom. I said, be right
you
back.
done Christ? Nope. He Christ himself.
What? Wait.
I didn't know that was a term.
On this show it is. The christening. You've baptized this bar top.
It's been blessed with holy water many times.
It's very flammable.
Yeah. Where's the lighter? Oh yeah.
No.
Don't we have one?
We do, but don't.
As a matter of fact,
Because this table, who knows what materials it's made with.
It's like from mica and baby kids' hair.
I still got most of that in there. All right, we're good. There's a little baby spill.
Which one, baby? So first reaction on the last episode, meh.
It was great.
Great.
It was exactly what it needed to be.
Wait, can I go take a piss? Because I
What
feel like
the
I'm gonna
hell?
vent on.
You're
this
gonna
episode.
leave
He's
us
gonna
to fight.
unleash.
Yes.
All right. Well, we're gonna cover some of this fucking goofy shit. What the fuck was this?
No, you can't go off topic.
Oh, you can. It's on topic. Oh, shut.
It's about dragons.
Oh no, that's the fucking no. That's
me again.
Yeah, that's you again. Actually, speaking of you again.
Uh oh, that's not me.
When you're tongue-tied, you have a
wait.
When you're tongue-tied, you have a big chunky thing you have to say. Does this work? Because this works for me.
Yeah.
Red leather, yellow leather.
A big black bug bit a big brown bear. Geese cackle, cattle low, crows caw, cocks crow. 8 great geese in a green field grazing. I can go on for hours.
Keep doing it. I want to see the more.
6 thick thistle sticks. Lucy likes light literature.
Some shun sunshine. Do you shun sunshine?
That's good.
Ricardo Valenzuela is on the hockey stick. No, that's not working. Yeah.
Ricardo Valenzuela?
La Valencia Hotel is incognito with John Smith.
This is coming through you?
Yeah, it's coming through me. I'm like channeling it.
Right.
Yeah. Montgomery Ward is within each other's hemisphere, creating lots of dozens of laughs.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
You're just letting it spill now. I can tell that's just coming off the top of your dome.
Dude, I'm like channeling it, dude. When you're tongue-tied, you have a big chunky thing you have to say. Does this work?
We just saw Brian talking shit.
Say a bunch of words that I can't spell.
Yeah,
I'm waiting for the day we get our giant studio office.
With
You guys can help us out with that by
hardcore AC,
hitting that like button. Like button.
or you
Like-
just get us ice packs for
it's
our
pronounced
furries.
leaky,
And him
leaky.
follows leaky.
Leaky, leaky.
Um,
Leaky, my ass crack.
Also, just a quick moment, you can go to streamlabs.com/smashbros and you can order some of the merch that we wear on the stream. Oh, I'm not wearing a hat
get
tonight.
this Avatar shirt, but you can get this glass.
You can get these glasses. They're available there. We got shirts, we got hats, we got mugs, we got fun stuff. I can verify the clothing is very comfortable.
It's very soft.
So soft.
And it's available streamlabs.com/the-smash-bros. And if you want to support the show, all the money goes back into the show to make this production a lot more fun and entertaining for you.
I guess one step closer to cardboard.
We're almost there, ladies and gentlemen. We started with a folder paper, but we're moving up to cardboard here pretty soon. We're at like 150 followers-ish /subs right now.
That
So you
means
get
we're-
us to 2.
That means
we
we're
can move to the
half?
cardboard.
Oh, what the fuck?
What?
Kevin?
Oh, no. That was a test. Don't worry about
Oh, man.
that. I know. I didn't want to get you excited.
I'm about to suck
You can
Kevin's
also donate to the
dick.
show. Streamlabs.com/smashbros if you want to donate anything to the show or anything like that. Just throw some tips. Throw some love.
Damn it, Kevin.
Okay. We're in House of Dragons. Season finale happened this past week. We saw that Damon saw the future. We saw that Alicent's now realizing she was the bitch the entire time. We're also realizing that Salton Sea doesn't mix with blood and fire. You know, and then we're also noticing the children of the forest having a little bit of a influence on what's going on here. I feel like
maybe.
What the fuck was that thing with hooves and antlers?
Horns? Yeah.
What was that?
I mean, as far as what we've seen, children of the forest don't have horns or hooves. They got feet and heads.
Vines? They're kind of like viney.
Yeah, they're just like weird little elf creatures. So that, I don't know, that could have been a hallucination. I mean, he has not had any shortage of like not real shit that he's seen.
I feel like it's spirits. I feel like it's paranormal spirits. Like maybe that was one of the original creatures that lived on the land that castle was built on, maybe at some point in time or something, you know?
Yeah, maybe.
But there's been a lot of alliteration to that castle being built on very sacred ground. It's like building your house on an Indian burial ground is what I like kind of equate it to.
It was a what's the name of the trees with the faces? The Godswood, right?
Yeah.
It was basically like a forest of them, and they cut them all down except for the one that they kept in the center, which is the one with George R.R. Martin's face on it. And so like it's super sacred. It's basically cursed. Like the dragons lighting on fire. Like the children of the forest are watching that and just being like, "Yay, good, thanks." That's not our religion, but bring your magic. Light it on fire. They won't stay here if there's no roofs. Oh wait, they did.
We're learning more about Ulf and
what a dick.
How he's a cunt.
I feel like he's gonna be the first one to screw everybody over.
I hope he dies.
I mean, they all die.
No, I hope they shoot the fucking ballista or the scorpion and it hits him, not the dragon.
Right?
Ooh, that'd be
the
Narnar.
mouse plug.
Seeing a human take out by the scorpion instead of a dragon, like seeing that giant spear go through it would evaporate somebody, I would think.
Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna stop. I mean, that's just there he goes.
Yeah.
I mean, what a
there it is.
That character, like from season 1, he's just been like talking shit, getting free drinks at the bar. We all know that guy. I am that guy.
Yeah.
And then like his bullshit comes true, whether he believed it originally or not, or he was just like I looked old for a 3-year-old. Like whatever it was, then he like gets a dragon, and then he's not like thankful at all. He's just like full on.
See, I told you. Look.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
You're trying to get my attention up at the screen.
I don't want to have the volume on. I just want to like have like a.
Oh, I
breakdown
hate your new fucking Night Marcher.
Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Eric.
No, I don't even want to play it. I just want to play with the volume off, so because he goes through like in order, what's going on, so we can just.
I like the throwback / future looking stuff, but at the same time, like I kind of want this to be its own show.
Cause she was like fucking. Here's what I didn't like. What's the daughter's name again?
Which one?
The one that can foresee the future.
With the spiders. Helena.
Dude, Helena was like basically fucking. What do they call it when they drill out the fucking middle of your brain?
Lobotomized.
Lobotomized before, and now all of a sudden she's like, "Oh yeah, also I can tell the future."
Yeah,
like she went from fucking 0 to 100 real quick.
They made her much more interesting in the show than she was in the books. Like she's at this point, she's supposed to be as boring as Allison. Allison is there's no more story. So anything they're doing with her, like she's wild card. It'll be maybe something neat. Maybe it's just for us. Nothing for like the history books, but maybe she like touches a dragon and it's just like no, and like bites her head off, and it'll be like really neat.
Yeah.
But like, who knows what's actually going to happen with her? With Helena, like they made her not just a warg where she's like becoming spiders or becoming the cat. She's a green seer. So for every 100 people could be a warg. They could go into animals and stuff. For every 1,000, no. We're not going back to furries. Please no. But like for every 1,000 wargs, there's one green seer, and now we have 2 in the show, and it's like, that feels crowded.
Yeah,
that feels really crowded.
And it was like forced because they never said that she had any inclination to any of it before.
Yeah, she was just inbred.
Yeah,
and that's why she was weird.
In the book, she was also. Actually loved riding dragons.
Yeah.
That was like one of her things. So there's
that could have been something that was they could have used, because remember when was it Aegon or Aemon? It was like, get your fucking ass on the dragon and fucking help me out. And then Allison finally stuck up for her and was like, fucking stop, dude. You're gonna fucking give her even more trauma.
Well, and then even went even further, because then she's like, here, have some tea. And she's like,
what is that tea? What was the tea reference?
The tea was in case Aemond was already like sleeping with his sister, his brother's wife.
Trying to get her pregnant.
Yeah. And like really securing like, hey.
It was a plan B, plan A, plan B.
Yeah. So there's a whole lot of everybody fucking over everybody in Team Green.
Oof. Speaking of a lot of fucking, what's his name is trying to fuck all the pirate ladies.
No, he's not. He's scared. Look at him.
Yeah. I mean, like, who's gonna be fucking?
So
like, Lannister. So we open up with him going to the pirates
mud wrestling
in the what was the island? What are the islands called?
It's not Bravos. It's Tashi.
But it was like the
Tayoshi?
the Delta,
Tayoshi?
the Consort,
Yeah,
or some,
but-
whatever. What are they called?
The Triad.
The Triad. There you go. The Delta.
They're located
Delta.
in
What's
the
it?
fuck. Maybe we should
East
use
Rose.
this breakdown.
I am the breakdown.
Are you?
No. I'm gonna pronounce everything wrong.
No, but I'm gonna break down.
Okay, let's get the breakdown here because I was hoping we didn't have to reference this, but
We didn't.
we're
We
getting
don't
a little
have
tipsy.
to.
Monkey.
Kansas anymore with a rhesus monkey, aka a rhesus macaque, that's native in our world to South Asia and Southeast Asia.
Suck
Either way,
macaque.
a monkey in Game of Thrones, that's fun. While Thailand deals with the 3 leaders in Fire and Blood, the High Council is actually composed of 33 magisters, 11 each from Lys, Mir, and Tyrosh, and I actually think the other 30 sitting around them might actually be those leaders in this room, and they just have 3 designated speakers. The leader in the middle has hair and a beard dyed blue, which could be a reference to Dario Naharis in the book. He's a Tyroshi, and he's described as having blue hair. Since this guy's in the middle, and since he would be hosting this in Tyrosh, he must be the Tyroshi leader of these 3. Actually, later when Lohar and Thailand mud wrestle, you can see others with hair dyed shades of blue. When 100 golden dragons per man is too steep, the Tyroshi suggests the crown give them control of the Stepstones, which Corlys and Daemon's combined forces won in a series of wars.
The Stepstones. That's what I'm thinking of.
Oh, so the Stepstones was like a
The
piece
isle,
of land.
They were like islands between Westeros and their area, whatever it is.
Where they could control trade.
It used to be a land bridge, and then it was destroyed and turned into a series
Right.
of like islands, like the Philippines.
Yeah.
And so
China and Philippines are fighting over it.
Yep.
Wars in the first half of season 1. Thailand reluctantly agrees, but he really has to win over Admiral Lohar. Now in Fire and Blood, Sharako Lohar is the Lyseni admiral for the Triarchy. Here the character is played by Abigail Thorne, former YouTuber turned actor who recently cameoed earlier this season in The Acolyte as one of the witches of Brendok. Sharako Lohar is a male character in Fire and Blood, and the Triarchy leaders here in this episode refer to the character as male. Abigail Thorne is a transgender woman. The show seems to be leaning into Thailand's adjustment of seeing Lohar as a man and just the way the character identifies. And I just kind of like the running.
You know, I didn't catch that it was a trans person playing that part. Did,
Oh, it
did
was
any of
very-
you catch
yeah,
that
it was
right
very-
off the bat?
It was very clear.
I
And
didn't
that's
get
why. That's why
Yeah.
she was like, "You're gonna fuck all my wives, and not me."
Yeah, yeah. I just wasn't. I was like, I don't know who this person is, like in real life, and if you know who she is in real life, and she has a YouTube channel, and
subscribe.
What is
to
it
Smash
called?
Bros.
What is it called? It's called like philosophy and some. She makes a reference to it actually in the show where she asks him, "What are you into? Like, are you a philosopher?
Oh, yeah,
or
and
a writer
poetry.
or a poet? Yeah,
Yeah.
So she has a channel that's kind of similar to that. Basically, that's what it's called, I think. And so I was like, oh, I didn't even know that was a trans person working that part. I thought it was a woman, but
So
no.
I got that part, but the thing that I feel like a piece of shit for is that I didn't realize the blue-haired people were in the lore already. I thought that was like the woke mafia putting blue-haired people in. You know what I mean? Because like that's the
Now I
stereotypical
rant.
woke person is like a blue-haired transgendered person.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, like I get that she's trans, but I thought the blue-haired people were like, oh, that's like part of an agenda.
I can rant now.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So in Game of Thrones, when
Okay.
they,
Yeah,
oh,
he's gonna explain it. I know what you're gonna say, but go ahead.
Oh.
No, go ahead.
Stop me if I say anything
No,
wrong.
no. Yeah.
So in Game of Thrones, when Daenerys finds what's his name, Vagar, the guy from Toshi, he's like golden blonde, like Lloyd face, just all muscular and just like ripped, and he agrees to serve her. And then in the next season, the next episode from our point of view, if we're streaming, it's replaced by that bearded dude from some other show, and he's like her number one guy, like wants to marry her, wants to like be on his side.
The other super handsome dude.
Yeah, but much
I forgot-
smaller
yeah,
than the
I
guy
forgot-
that
I forgot that. I forgot about that guy.
But so that guy, both of those actors playing this guy were supposed to be like blue haired with the pronged
I didn't
beard.
realize that.
And they just completely butchered the character, like ignored the blue dyeing culture of it, and like very distinct, like this is their cultural thing. So bringing it back in this show, it's like awesome. It's like, oh
Yeah.
And it's very much like a I'm gonna say it wrong again. Tayoshi.
Yeah.
Trait, which it's cool because they show it several different times, but it's like that should have been a Game of Thrones thing. It's not. liberal.
Yeah, because it would have felt less forced. Because this coming out of nowhere felt forced, so I automatically assumed that, like I said, it was part of an agenda, not necessarily.
Well, because of the transgender thing, or like because
No, because in current American like discourse, people that are far right leaning talk about woke people being like blue haired, like transgender, like just like over and above, like they have a very specific image of what like a woke person looks like, and blue hair is being one of them.
Huh.
Well, there was in Game of Thrones, there's this character that they're referencing to. What's Lohar? So Lohar actually appears in the books, but for like a very short period of time. And it's a character that doesn't really, it's not a transgendered character, but there is another character with an R. I can't remember the name, but there's more of a I want to look up the name because I read an article today about how the actual books have a character called like Rindor or something like that, who has pink hair and a purple beard, and they identify as transgender in the books, and they match what her character actually is in the show.
Huh.
So it's like a different character that does what she does. Like exactly like she's like boisterous, likes to fight in the mud.
You're saying they like
specifics.
combine two different like characters.
Well, then they've done that a couple of times now, because they did that with the girl that just found Sheep Stealer, and a character who hasn't been in the show at all, Nettles, and that's the Black Side's Dragon Rider, and Nettle has like this great story, but comes from like nothing, and oh man, I wish I could remember her name.
This is it right here. Wait, I'm pretty sure it was in Vanity Fair. Maybe it wasn't this one. But basically, she was another character in House of the Dragon or Blood and Fire that was exactly fitting to what this character is.
Mm-hmm.
So they chose to go with Lohar instead of this other character, but it was the same thing. It was a transgendered man who had many wives and was basically like this really like joyful, like kind of like whimsical kind of character who always fucked around with people, fought people in the mud, and had people fuck his wives. So there is another character that's similar to this, but it isn't Lohar, because Lohar is vaguely mentioned in the books, I guess, but this other character is very similar. So I feel like they character swapped her with this other person, because I was reading about it and I was like, well, that sounds exactly like who she is, but they gave her the Lohar character instead of the other character, which is kind of weird.
Well, they completely changed that whole interaction, because in the books you have Otto Hightower is the one negotiating that arrangement, not one of the Lannisters.
Right.
But I like this because now one of the Lannisters, one of the most prudish people or the families out there, has to fuck, what was it, 10 wives?
Yeah.
Potentially, like,
which would make
bastards.
sense why he has bastards and stuff like that, right?
Yeah, because Tywin has, as we remember from Game of Thrones, was like so much like, no bastards. You do what you do. You stop sleeping with hookers, as he told to Peter Dinklage. Like, stop having fun. And because his dad did that.
Yeah.
He disgraced the whole family, and he's just like, strict. But then when he, gets caught with Tyrion's,
hooker
love. I was gonna say fake love, but you said hooker. And him dying because of it, that was the icing on the cake for him. It's like, wow, you fucking crit.
Yeah.
But it's just because of history of Lannisters lying about it.
Yeah.
And this change in the show just solidifies that. It adds like, oh, there's a lot more shame that maybe they're gonna cover up. Like, and he, you know, he isn't like thrilled about it. Like most of us would be like, oh, I have to sleep with your 10 wives? Like 50-50, they're hot?
Snoo.
You even called it. We were watching it.
Yeah.
Death by snoo. Maybe this isn't the worst way to go.
So eventually he works it out with her. They get into a little mud fight. Things work out. They have dinner, and then Lohar basically claims allegiance to Lannister, aka Westeros, to bring her army to break the blockade that's been in place for a while. And then we zoom to...
And she's going directly
Aemon
against Adam. Too.
fucking up Sharp Point with his dragon.
Yep.
Which, by the way, they never really talked about Sharp Point, so it was kind of like a moot point. It was like, okay, I get it, it's a city, but like, you never mentioned it before, so...
It's just a spot.
Yeah.
It's
It's just a place that sworn allegiance to Rhaenyra.
But do you see what I'm saying? Like
one of the
it-
people
it
in
held less
Rhaenyra's
power.
thing. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying you're cutting me off. I'm just saying like it held less gravity because we never heard of it before.
Yeah,
You
it's
know, it's just
small
like,
kind.
Yeah,
It's just like the last battle where we lost not Rhaenyra, Rhaenys.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, why is this
It's
happening?
a pointless battle, and it's not a strategic point.
It's only because somebody from that town is with Rhaenyra on her small council, and he's doing
And
it
King
purely
asks
out of
Orwell-
anger.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I meant to play the music, but and then we go to Aegon and Larys, who are Larys is like, "Yo, we got to get the fuck out of here,
Yeah.
because
the king who fled."
Yeah, because basically he's like, Aegon's going on a fucking tirade, and the best.
And they're gonna bring
ideas-
dragons over here,
Yeah.
and you can't be running away.
And they have apparently 7 dragons now that we know, because Daemon's obviously on board.
Which is a surprise, but yay, we don't have to hate Matt Smith.
Here's the deal: it was a surprise, but like, it took so long for him to just bend the knee. I would have been better if he tried to do his own thing, because he went through all this craziness and fucking no one could fucking figure out what his agenda was, just to be like, yes, you're the best, I love you, and I'm all like, I was just like, ugh.
Well, he said that too. He goes, "Well, what the fuck was the point of all this?"
Yeah.
then?" Right? Like,
Like-
he's like, "Why? I think his literal words were, "What the fuck was the whole point of this?" Then,
Yeah.
because he led his dragon into battle. His dragon died. He almost died. He got his penis burned off. And now he's going, well, what was the fucking point if we aren't even...
Oh, I was talking about Damon.
Going to be able to fight... Sorry, I thought I was talking about Damon.
But that was sad to hear about him, too. It was like,
Yeah, nobody wants your penis to squirt out the side.
Yeah, I was like, oh.
Nobody wants that.
My cock. I can't pee out of my cock.
We got Ulf sitting at the table.
Being rude, ordering more chickens, even though they're wings that he's getting.
No, they're like little pheasants.
More chicken. Or more birds.
More
Corlys
birds.
names his ship the Queen That Never Was after his wife.
That was kind of
who
sweet.
passed away.
Yeah.
But his new son fucking shout out to Adam, who was like, remember last episode I was like, it's so bullshit that now he's just gonna walk into their lives like, well, I'm your father now, even though I fucking shunned you forever.
Yeah.
I don't have anybody else, so here's daddy.
But the thing
and
is,
he was
didn't-
like, I don't want shit from you, dude.
He didn't shun him. He knew. He was aware. Like he boosted them up. In fact, he boosted Adam more than what's the other guy's name of Hull? Guy with the
It's
dragon.
Eric or something, like it's spelled weird. Yeah.
Not Adam, but like he boosted him up to give him the opportunity. He didn't like hand him the job.
He would,
but he like.
I think that's such a like rose-colored lens to see. Like, I gave you the opportunity to be like to serve in my trenches. Like, that's crazy. Again, he's a bastard, so yes, that's the best opportunity he could have had
Without it
but
being
in
front
the
and
end,
center.
Adam put in the work. Like, he didn't do me any favors. You know what I mean? Like,
he
you
still
didn't-
earned it.
Yeah. So like, fuck off.
No,
Like,
I completely agree with what you're saying. I hate nepotism.
Yeah.
I'm so
Nepo babies.
It fucking pisses. We talked about this last time. We were talking about Spider Woman or whatever.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Oh my
her.
God.
I don't remember her name.
Black Widow.
No, the
the main
lady.
actress in
Spider
or not Spider Woman. What was it called?
It was that good of a movie.
Madam Web.
Madam Web. But yeah, he like gave him a hint, like gave him like a nudge in the right way, and then he earned it. And then other son, who became super impressive, but just you did okay.
Yeah.
Got a dragon.
But it
which
had
beats a
nothing
shit.
to do
Corliss
with him.
can't get a
though,
fucking
like,
dragon. So
that's what I'm saying.
Can't.
Like Corliss didn't have anything.
But that's
to do
why
with
I
it.
think Corliss goes, "Hey, I belong being on the ocean," right? Like, because he joins his son on the ship in that episode. He goes, "Hey, I'm Salton Sea too, just like you."
It was hella weird though.
Like,
that they,
so I want to be your daddy now.
They
is what he was,
sailed
like,
off
kinda
with
telling
one
me.
ship,
But
and
he
they're
didn't even
going
say it.
against a whole fucking army.
He doesn't
They
know
don't
they are.
know that though.
Yeah.
They don't know
They're
that.
shrouded in clouds. This
Yeah.
is not gonna go well. If you've ever watched Game of Thrones, nothing ever does.
That's what.
Do the
that's what I
dragons
thought
show
this
up in
episode
time
was gonna
to save
be.
their ass? Is the question though.
Maybe fucking Ulf and Ulf dies somehow. Like,
Oh, wouldn't
he,
that be
like,
nice?
Yeah, I hope.
I think the bastards owning the dragons are going to be the downfall of the dragons. Like, I think that's the start of the dragons all dying. Is that they got, because the dragons were seen as like a birthright, like basically the Valyrians were seen as, or Targaryens were seen as gods, right? Because they could
Correct.
tame
Yeah.
dragons, right? So now that these bastards have taken control of dragons, they're gonna find out that that was a mistake because they don't respect the hierarchy that comes with being a dragon rider. Like,
Well,
you're
in
the
particular
top
with
of the top.
Jace.
Yeah, Ulf, Jace, even the armorer guy. What's his name?
Hugh Hammer.
Hugh
Hammer! Yeah. Like, and while I respect, I think that guy's more of a guy of values and honor and stuff. At the same time,
Yeah, he's literally the antithesis of
he's
Ulf.
gonna use the dragons to do what he thinks is right, no matter what.
Yeah.
Right, and I don't think he's gonna want to kill. He's not gonna want to kill people of Westeros because they all suffered like he did.
Sure.
So I think he's already gonna have that thing in his head where he's like, I can't kill these people because I was them not too long ago. Same thing with Ulf, right? Like, I think he's gonna be
Fuck
like, I can't burn the city because those were my people too.
No,
you know
I think
what I mean?
Ulf doesn't know his fucking dick from his finger.
He didn't say thank you once.
Yeah.
He's
now
on
he
borrowed
has
time,
supreme
dude.
power, and he
Yeah.
didn't even thank you for the
You
opportunity.
know who he is? He's the fucking rich kid that you knew in your high school class that their first car was like an M series, and they're like, "Actually, I wanted the 2019, not the 2017." Mom, hey, yeah, Mom, you're the worst.
So you got to remember, these are all Targaryens fighting with Targaryens, right? So do these unworthy dragon riders become the downfall of all the Targaryens because they decide to kind of go on their own agendas?
Well,
is what I'm thinking.
Well, we see what the future is, right? So we know that there's that thinning of the bloodline, has irreparable. You know the word I'm talking about.
Yeah, well, we kind of zip we kind of zip ahead to
reconcilable fucking.
But we're also at the start of the first of 3 Targaryen civil wars.
Yeah.
This one isn't even called a civil war. This is just the dance of dragons, where the dragons aren't getting along. And then after this, every war after that, which there's 2 major ones, are the Blackfire rebellions.
Right.
And that I hope this show continues and carries on to that with Dunk and Egg, which we just finally saw the first trailer for, on the side.
Wait, what did you say? Dunk and egg?
Dunk and Egg.
Boop.
Dunk and Egg. Like you did.
I love hard-boiled eggs.
I love, dude. Now that I'm old,
I like to dunk them and then
No, I
eat
put
the egg.
everything bagel seasoning on them.
Oh no shit!
It's
Bring the mic
so good.
closer to your mouth.
Wait,
I could yell more.
Wait, what is it? Wait, it's one of the other shows.
Yeah, Dunk and Egg is the one that's being produced right now.
And they
there are
showed the
6
trailer?
others in production, but 1 out of 3 shows, as far as their track record, gets actually produced. Which the one is the one we're talking about right now.
Right.
The second of times that by 12 is Dunk and Egg, and Dunk and Egg is my favorite story. It's Game of Thrones.
What book is that from?
It's called Dunk and Egg.
That's the name of the book?
Yeah. And it's lighthearted, but then all of a sudden, somebody got their head smashed.
Wait, so it's there's a character named Duncan, like Duncan MacLeod.
Duncan the Tall. He is a hedge knight who's traveling around, and he's trying to become a real knight, and he takes on a squire who's named Egg, who, spoiler, is Aegon the Fourth. 3 generations from this show.
Oh.
And I'm not going to spoil beyond that because the show's being worked on, but it's one of those just stories where, like, this simple guy is secretly raising a potential ruler to the realm.
Yeah.
Wow.
Is that-
All this shit is going on.
Is that the last Aegon, like the Mad King Aegon?
No. This is Aegon I want to call him the sweet baby.
Sweet baby boy.
Sweet baby Yoda.
Aegon, the
Like, you
sweet
just wanna
baby
give him a
boy,
hug.
first of his name.
Yeah. No, I mean, he does some fucked up shit because his last name's Targaryen, but he is the best of the Targaryens. And I mean that including Rhaena's, like, dad, who did nothing except for build models in
He was
his
cool.
attic.
I liked him.
It's going to be a fun show. It's going to be a
but
really
when he
fun
went
show.
Red Skull, I was particularly scared of him. Oof.
Oh,
Oof.
like with the eye missing and everything?
Yeah, that was crazy.
Well, we move on to Damon with Sir Alfred Brom, who goes to the tree with him
and tries to do a
tries
sneaky
to do
bitch.
the like, yo, you should be
Sneak
the king
attack.
because women can't fucking rule the kingdom, and it needs to be a man.
He's like, they can't drive, they can't
And-
rule kingdoms.
And there's a cool little part in here that I didn't recognize. That the cool
Where he was
the
like,
voice.
I didn't think you were a fucking turncoat.
yeah. So there was a cool little part here. I'm gonna play this part because I thought it was pretty neat.
Yeah.
But I didn't hear that when we watched the show. But check
I didn't
this
hear
out.
what they said.
Yeah. Wait.
I still can't.
Or the whelps of Old Town, leading to what I Sir Alfred promises to never serve the traitors or the whelps of Old Town, leading to what I think is one of the most interesting moments this season.
But there are battles to be fought. And in times like this...
Oh, that was cool.
Yeah.
I didn't hear the
I
trees.
didn't hear
I didn't
that
hear anything
either.
whisper traitor.
I heard something. I did not hear traitor.
I love the look on his face because I feel like I have that look. The fuck did you say?
Traitor.
Reggie?
Spooky.
Yeah. So you hear that, and then you're like, "What the fuck?" I noticed him to go, "What was that?"
Yeah.
You know, but I didn't hear that whispered. But to hear it whispered,
And in times like this... Did you hear something?
In case you missed it, the closed caption actually clarified that in the wind, Sir Alfred heard a voice whispering the word traitor.
It's so weird.
And I thought it was kind of, so you know the
traitor.
I like that effect.
Snarf.
Dragons. Yeah, shut Chase off.
Remember how?
Don't let it be fun.
Remember how? Like conversely, we talked about Acolyte being dog shit, and there's the fucking beaver character.
Yeah.
That was the fucking Dorcas, the one that's head of this household right now, that was spying on them. He actually paid off having a point because he was actually like listening.
Yeah.
So I think that I hope that pays off because by Damon bending the knee, all of this is kind of moot to me because who the fuck cares? Like he was trying to turn coat, but Damon ended up being on the same side anyway. So
Because he had the third eye, he saw what happens next.
Yeah, but like why?
But it doesn't mean
why
anything.
is this guy getting the warning of traitor when this place is haunted by the children of the forest?
Well, maybe Damon heard it, but maybe he was like, "You're not."
he played it off, or
you're
he
not-
didn't
yeah,
know.
Maybe he's like,
it's gotta be the strong witch.
and it's
It's
kind of
gotta
like
be
yeah,
me.
yeah. And Damon's used to hearing and seeing weird shit at this point.
Yeah, I don't
So
think he
maybe
knows.
it didn't affect him as much as it affected that guy. And Damon knows too at this point that there are bigger things at play because he's being pulled into this like all foreseeing like vision
Menagerie of
But at this
fucking
point right here,
craziness.
Damon hasn't seen the vision. He hasn't seen the
But
fire
he's
and ice.
seen his dead relatives. He's seen Rhaenyra with his head cut off. He's seen like
but-
the stuff like these are the consequences of your actions.
Yeah,
So
but
I don't know
think
if
he's still tempted
accepting
by
it.
the idea
Yeah.
of going like, "Ooh,
Yeah,
maybe
I don't
could
think
do
he
this."
heard
Yeah.
traitor because
He might
this
not have
guy
heard
is
it.
here ready to pledge to him, and
Yeah.
he's just like, "Ooh, goody."
Yeah, but he doesn't bite though. He doesn't.
Yeah.
Like they
He's
don't
not
even
all
show
in
him
on it.
thinking about it.
As this episode goes on, we will see how Sir Alfred's shifting
Oh,
loyalty
I hope he gets killed.
No one dies of old age except for the Targaryen at the wall in Game of
Damon
Thrones.
throughout Harrenhal here. They're
That is
showing
kind
off
of a rule with this show.
Yeah. Holy shit. that
And
is true.
George R. R. Martin, like the day before he finishes the book.
Wait, what
Not
happened
the
to
last
audio?
one, but the next one.
a real big set with.
I probably
audio?
unplugged something.
Huh?
Look,
Lots
see,
Lots of
little
turns
beaver
and
guy.
extras. We follow Damon talking to the River Lord.
He can smell the Sith.
Did I mute something I wasn't supposed to?
What'd you do?
Oh, wait.
Oh, it's the echo.
About how his
There we go.
sheep were sold upriver, so he's providing pigs instead. I wonder if these sheep were actually eaten by sheep stealer flying over from the Vale, which wouldn't be that far away. And then, without cutting, Damon bumps into an armorer to flirt with stealing his sword, and then he runs into Sir Alfred Broom. As Sir Alfred asks for a word in private, he does this little pat on the shoulder of this passing soldier. It makes me think that he might have gone around chatting with the men to see where their loyalties lie before telling Damon that he should take charge. So in the Godswood, before the Weirwood tree, Sir
I'm gonna
Alfred
go pee
promises
again.
to never serve the traitors or the whelps of Old Town, leading to what I think is one of the most interesting moments this season.
But there are battles to be
Watching
fought.
this again.
And in times like this,
No more of this guy during the podcast. It's the same shit. We watch
You
the
hear
same
something?
clip 8
In
times.
case you missed it, the closed caption actually
Yeah,
clarified that
they
in the
say
wind, Sir Alfred
traitor.
heard
I
a
get
voice.
it. God damn it.
You're so angry.
And of
I
course,
don't
Alice
like
Rivers will
recycling
later
other
take Damon
people's
to
shit.
that face
What do you-
to
what do
see
you mean?
far into the future of the A Song of Ice and Fire
Like-
series.
I like coming up with my own, what I think's going to happen, not what this guy
Oh,
says.
you're talking about Eric Voss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he's cool, and I like watching his shit.
Oh,
but I
sure.
don't like regurgitating it on stream, because if someone wanted, they could just watch that instead of watching us watch that.
Sure. I completely
Do
agree.
you see what I mean? Also, I fucking hate this guy. They fucked up his face. He doesn't look intimidating anymore. He looks like he's in line at Long's Drugs.
He's just an old guy. Well, actually, that's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's not the Night
You-
King.
you-
That's just a White Walker.
Oh, it isn't?
It is not. The Night King has a crown.
He's not around, you said?
He's not the Night King. He doesn't have a crown.
Does Night King always have a crown?
Yeah, it comes out of his skull. You think he just puts that on?
He's like, gets dressed for the day.
Yeah.
What are we going to do? Rape and pillage!
No,
Should
this potentially
Who the fuck is this then?
some dude. That
That's
used to
One
have
of the
hair.
White Walker. Isn't that like
So
his
we have
like
to assume that it could
like
be
he's
her,
lieutenant?
or the Three-Eyed Raven, aka Lord Bloodraven, or the Children of the Forest,
Blood
or
Raven.
George R. R. Martin, or all of them whispering this word traitor to shame Sir Alfred. Damon says,
I never took you for a turncloak,
Oh, turn cloak.
Sir Alfred.
Amen tells Ironrod to inspect all fishing boats to stop the recruitment, which will only make the food shortage worse because fish is the only.
Yeah. So you get that, and
Oh, what's that? I didn't catch that. Whatever the fuck that is. With the A.
that was the napkin from inside Allison's.
But what's the
thing given
A
to
thing?
to Sir Christian?
Yeah,
Cole?
fuck them for trying to make him like be like relatable as a
Honorable
character.
and
Yeah,
all
when
that
the
shit.
the brother's like, oh, I found out you're fucking my sister. I'm gonna kill you now. And he's like, well, actually, I'm in love with her. And he's like, all right.
He's like, fine.
You can fuck my sister, I guess.
He's like, she saved my life twice, okay? The chick is into me, okay? So just, like, get over it, dude.
It was just so weird because, like, all the soldiers around were like, hey, yeah, let's kill him. What the fuck is M'Baku doing there?
They were talking about eating the flesh of their enemies.
Oh.
And then he said the same thing. He's like, no, we're just vegetarians.
A Bombay.
We come to the dinner with Rhaenyra and all the new dragon riders.
Oh, and her son was being a little bitch.
Yeah, her son's being like
he's
very
so
aggro,
big,
right? Even
mad,
though he's
dude.
Even though her son's a bastard.
Yeah, he's
like
so
still
entitled.
feels like he's highborn, right?
Yeah,
like,
he's such an entitled prick, dude.
Well, he's kind of in the same position as the rest of these guys, even though he's like he's the son of Rhaenyra, right? So he feels like he's the higher, like purpose. And she's wearing the crown in this scene too, which we haven't seen her rock the crown yet. I think in this like for a while now, right?
Heavy as the head, eh?
Yeah.
So now she's like wearing this super badass dragon dress, and she has the crown on.
Hey Brian,
which we haven't seen her rock.
Can you spoil a little bit for me? Does Jace die in a horrible way, please?
Everybody dies in a horrible way.
But like, is it like yes?
I hope the show improves it.
There's a fun
So
thing
he
where
needs
he
to
goes like
fucking die,
chicken,
dude.
chicken.
Yeah.
Under his breath, this.
Bring more little chickens.
Birds.
Birds. That's what it was.
The thing with
Birds.
Jace is that in the books, he's the one that suggests the bastards. He brings all
really?
this. Yeah, he's just like he embraces it. He's like, I'm a bastard.
See, that makes more sense.
It
Bring
does.
the other bastards. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and there are more. Like we were talking about Nettle, how she's combined with Aemon's daughter.
He just goes.
Who's going for
I assume-
sheep
Yeah.
stealer. Like that's a very cool character that's just completely cut out because this other character is just a babysitter who hasn't had very good lines.
Yeah,
and
'cause
hopefully she gets
he's
some
such an
redemption.
entitled little prick.
I mean, I understand the way the show has presented it. He's afraid. He's a
Yeah.
Targaryen with brown hair, and the only thing that proves that he is a Targaryen
Is that he's on a
He's
dragon.
got a dragon.
So if everyone else has a dragon,
Yeah,
then he's
it's-
not special. But
Yeah.
he's still just like a whiny little whelp.
Well, he is our Jon Snow. So
No,
love him or hate him,
he's
but
not
he is our
noble.
Walmart Jon Snow.
He's supposed to be, right? Yeah.
He's discounted Jon Snow.
That is how that is defined.
Well, Jon Snow always thought of himself as a
He's
Stark,
Temu
as a
Jon
highborn
Snow.
Stark, and even though like his siblings let him know, like, hey, you're not a Stark, but you know,
He still had honor.
and
He
the
still-
mom,
But
the
this guy
mom
doesn't really
hated
have
him.
honor.
Yeah,
I feel like
secretly
he's like
hated him, right?
not secretly, publicly.
Publicly hated him.
She that was the one thing you love Catelyn in the show because they only kind of showed how much she hated Jon Snow.
Yeah.
She did it a little bit, but she was brutal. She was mean
You
because
can tell under
he
her
was,
skin, she was like, fuck this kid.
Yeah,
dude.
because he was the embodiment of the love of her life,
fucking
which is
around.
not even true. Yeah, fucking around.
Yeah.
Which
And
is
because the love of her life was Littlefinger.
No.
She was actually in love with Ned Stark's brother.
Oh, that's
and
right.
then he
That's right.
died.
That's right.
So Ned married her, and then
To like
barely-
help her out, sort of thing, wasn't
well,
it?
it's something you did. Back
But Ned
then in a
was the
time that didn't really
embodiment of like
exist.
the perfect man to her, and Jon Snow was like his one major flaw.
Correct.
In their relationship.
She didn't get the guy that she got to know and dated and loved and married. She got the brother who she married after the guy she loved died. And then he immediately goes to war and comes back with a
bastard child.
A prize, is what I was going to say. But yeah,
well,
bastard
and the
child.
show refers to him as a bastard.
Yeah. And then it turns out everyone was wrong because Ned lied with all that honor.
Yeah, it was his sister's kid, right?
Correct.
Who's also he's Targaryen.
Correct. With brown hair. So that's why Jace is Walmart Jon Snow.
Do we want to go watch a video of Daemon's vision through the Song of Ice and Fire thing?
I would rather not.
Yeah, I didn't like. Also,
I don't like the tie-in. I want this show to be its own thing.
I wanted to stand on something because that's so far. That's 3 generations. You said.
At
So
least.
by them showing, that's a little bit of fan service by us going, oh shit, oh
Yeah.
that's Daenerys, oh I know her.
Daenerys back. Her boobs
Yeah.
are on the other side. Neat.
With a little baby, but like honestly,
So Daemon has a vision where he basically sees the future of basically into the Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
The Song of Ice and Fire.
in which
yeah,
I
Ice
gotta
and
say
Fire.
that it
Yeah.
pays off what the witch has been telling him the whole time. Like you ain't shit. You're just a fucking piece of this. And then
of the larger puzzle.
And so what's her name? The inbred chick says the same thing too, right?
Helena.
Elena goes, "Hey, you're just a piece in this puzzle." But like with it being that far ahead, it loses its impact for me because we're like, oh, the 3 little dragons, which is cool, but there's fucking 7 dragons right now. Why the fuck do I care about the last
I can
3
see that.
dragons?
I can see why it would lose
when
its
there's
luster.
And 2 civil wars that I'm hoping either this show continues or another one spawns.
I need to see Castle Rock melted to the ground. I need to watch that.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
And that's what, so that I think, remember how like when we were walking in here, you were like, oh, it was really good. And I was like, it was kind of a letdown because this whole season has been very slow, which has been cool because they do a lot of character building, which the antithesis of Acolyte is that they're taking their time with these characters and they're building these plots. But they kind of made it feel like this, and even in the episode before, the prelude into this episode was like, oh, there's going to be a war. We're finally going to get action. And then it was like, oh, no, that's next season. And it was kind of like...
Well, it's not a lot of information to stretch out into 3 seasons.
Because it's one book, right?
It's 2 different books with different interpretations. So you were clowning when we were watching at our house, but there's the encyclopedia of like, this is the history of the Targaryens, but then there's also this is the historical retelling from the point of view of different people, and that's the new one. That's what Fire and Blood is based off of.
And Martin wrote all of this?
He basically sat there and said this and that, and then somebody else was like, should we add more boobs? And it's like, no, that's for the HBO. And it always should add
more boobs. There's so much less boobs.
Yeah, like per episode, per minute, it's got to be 90% less boobs. Like 20% more dong.
What do we
That is
watch,
weird.
man? Yeah.
And I mean just that one dude in the scene I don't want to talk about.
Yeah.
But it's so there's not a lot of information, but they do a really good job. They combine some characters. They do change some stories, but it's good telling the history of it. The big picture is like how it all ends, how it tip tops. And I just don't feel like Daenerys needs to be in this. Like that's not something.
her. Because this is 3 generations away.
To break down for people, what happens is Daemon meets the witch. What's her name? Do you guys remember her name?
Of Harrenhal?
Yeah.
Not strong because she's a bastard.
Weak.
Well, the child. She basically people are saying she's the child of the forest, right? And then she's
also
witch.
the half sister of the Clubfoot.
But she also gives him a vision into the future. So basically, you see like a flash, and then you see a raven, and then he goes through the third eye of the raven, and then he sees everything that's going to happen in the future, including White Walkers, including Daenerys getting the dragons at some point, and then also the fight beyond the wall and the snows and all that stuff. And he basically has a flash forward into Game of Thrones era series of stuff, so he knows that like, hey, the part he has to play in this, whatever he thinks he wants to do, it doesn't matter because he's just one piece in the larger puzzle of the whole story.
But that's why I honestly think that it was wasted on this character.
Yeah.
Because he spent 1.5 seasons being the most self-serving motherfucker on this like fucking planet. And then so she goes, hey, actually, if you do this, this, and this is our one opportunity to beat Thanos.
Yeah.
And so he goes, okay. Like,
Yeah.
You know what I
It
mean?
seemed like a cave-in.
I get that he's been tortured for the past.
Well, even
couple
Doctor
weeks.
Strange was like, if I tell you what happens, it won't happen.
It won't. Yeah, but like, I'm just saying, like him, anybody else would have been bound by duty and honor.
You said
But
duty.
he's the worst one. Like, because he has neither. He
Yeah.
does what the fuck he wants when the fuck he wants.
Because he feels like he got robbed.
Yeah, and
But
so
he's a selfish.
I think what you're saying
second
is
child.
like, do these characters really need to know the future to like do what they're gonna do, or do you just like let them do what they're gonna do?
and all he
it works
did
out
was
the
what
same
he should have
anyway,
done.
right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
All he did was what he should have done in the first place. So it's like, hey, stop throwing a tantrum. Okay. Okay.
And I think it was I agree with you. I think it was kind of like a desperate grab to attach the show to Game of Thrones.
Which why do that at the end of the second season as
which
opposed
is
to the
unnecessary.
first episode of the first
Just keep us
season?
on our toes because we know what fuck. If you're a Game of Thrones person, you know what the fuck happens
You're
down
not
the
jumping
road.
into this
You
be
don't
like,
care.
hey, where are the dragons?
Yeah, you're like, why
Where
are
are
the
the
dragons
baby
dead?
dragons?
Like, let's see how the dragons die
You know
and
what
just
this
show
is?
us how the dragons
This
die.
is ego. This is ego
And-
from the showrunners because we all still call it Game of Thrones. We don't call it House of Dragons. Like, not innately.
I do pause before I.
We call this game. And then we go House of Dragons. But we know what the fuck you're talking about. But Game of Thrones was so big and so important.
It was
that
my
I think
favorite time of year.
this is the showrunners going like, no, we stand on our own 2 feet. But also, this is the DNA that we come from.
And let's have a weird like fucking deer goat walking through the woods.
I didn't even see that. I don't think. Did I? This is like Darth Plagueis all over again.
Yeah, this shit was kind of weird. I want to just play this little small part.
Yeah,
I was
don't
like,
think I've
because
seen it.
everybody saw this and they were like, I was like, because I was drinking with you guys and we were kind of moving around and I was like, what the fuck was that? And then we saw it and we were like,
Was this Pan's Labyrinth?
Yeah.
Wood and holy shit, what is that? A little fawn-like creature walks on two legs, and if you listen closely, those feet are definitely hooved, as
And it
well
was
as
like,
there's this animalistic growl. And when Damon looks back, it has disappeared behind the tree.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I didn't
think we
catch
might
that
be
at
looking
all.
at one of the children of the forest, which we're small.
Nah, I don't know. I don't know.
It
I
could
believe
be
that.
a different. That's clearly a creature of the forest. Maybe not that one.
One of the
That's
children of the
definitely.
Or it could be like an ally that eventually got like hunted out
Yeah,
because
like
the
a-
alliance between the Andals and the First Men and the Children of the Forest was messy. That's like a whole war that they're not ever going to get into a story of because there's no dragons. It's boring.
Yeah,
it's everything
yeah,
before the
okay.
Targaryens. But like, who knows? I mean, there's other magic. Magic dies out according to this history. There's the Targaryen magic. There's the Children of the Forest magic. There's the
Children of the Forest are the only ones that I've seen that had actual magic so far, though.
controlling a dragon by just talking to it. That's magic.
That's not magic.
That's not hair.
To
That's not
learn
hair.
what is given to him. This whole season has been her priming him with spooky dreams and visions so that his mind would be more open to this lucid imagery to see the world beyond himself and his own wants. She places his hand on the trunk of the tree right above George R. R. Martin's face where the dark sap oozes like blood. Normally this blood-like sap oozes from the eyes of the face. And remember, Damon has woken up from dreams this season with blood on his hands. And all season I've been talking about the dark fluid in the opening tapestry art that is not blood. Now I wonder if that could be sap from the old god's trees trying to seize season 6 finale. Damon is given this surreal vision of the history to come, well beyond his lifetime. This is crazy, and perhaps the creep oozing through the frost-covered roots, leading up to a sapling entangled in the roots is this figure with silver hair and a wine-stained birthmark. My god, this is Brynden Rivers, aka Lord Bloodraven, and this is a huge deal. Brynden Rivers is going to end up being the bastard son of King Aegon IV in the future from the series. He ends up being a Targaryen loyalist during the Blackfire rebellions. He serves as hand of the king to Aerys I and Maekar I, and when the other side ends up taking over, he is later sent to the Night's Watch by Aegon on the 5th, where he rises to the position of Lord Commander. Rumor has it he actually takes Dark Sister with him. That's a sword Daemon currently carries, and Bloodraven takes it with him to the Wall. But Brendan Rivers disappears north of the Wall, and he becomes the Three-Eyed Crow, who appears to Bran in dreams, a green seer, someone who can see into the future.
Yeah, it was like Three-Eyed Raven, right?
Yeah.
In the form of this three-eyed bird. But in the Game of Thrones HBO series, this figure was known as the Three-Eyed Raven, played by Struan Roger in season 4 and by Max von Sydow in season 6. He uses the roots of the tree to see through time.
I didn't realize that they were two different characters this whole time.
So, there's
They
that.
should have been the same character, but they did that really sloppy. Like that was like
speaking of sloppy, I don't like butthole mouth. I fucking hate this guy.
Well, I know how you vote then.
Wonder if this could have been a Targaryen baby, and maybe the Night King as
I call that, dude. I think like the Night King is a Targaryen descendant, like converted
No,
by
we
the...
know who the Night King was. They showed it.
Yeah, but we don't know who he was.
We don't know
saw
exactly who he
his,
was. We
okay.
saw the person,
He had
but we
dark
don't
hair.
know his relation to a family or anything like that.
And he most likely he was not a Targaryen because that was centuries before the Targaryens came over. So he was one of the Andals or the First Men that came over who warred with the Children of the Forest, and the Children of the Forest created him in order to defeat them, and then basically Pandora's box like monster. And they work together. The
but they
Children
can
of the Forest,
control dragons, so maybe they have to have some sort of Targaryen blood.
That is a very good point. And I've never thought of that before, like yesterday when somebody else mentioned it. Maybe it was you? Fuck, I can't remember when I saw you last. But yeah, no, like
I think the Night King is a Targaryen in like
I mean, he would have to be because it's different magic.
Yeah.
It's Children of the Forest magic versus fire magic.
Yeah, but once they go zombified, who's to say that it has to obey the same rules, right?
Well, then it's a completely different type of magic. And
That's
there's
what
no
I'm
books
saying,
about that.
zombie
So
magic.
then I got no answers. I'll just sit in the hallway.
Give me Ice Dragon.
That's
again.
my guess. That's gonna be my prediction: is that a Targaryen becomes the Night King at some point in time.
I mean, it would make sense.
It may, and I'm thinking it's Daemon. Like
That's way
for
too
some,
far down, though.
Wait,
That's
wait,
no-
wait. Like Night King this way, Daemon this way.
Yeah.
Like these Daemon seeing the past and the future. The first night when like the Night King tried to take over Westeros and they built the wall, was thousands of years before this show.
Yeah, before that.
So like it's not Daemon unless
Then what the fuck were all the White Walkers doing? Like, that's what I don't
Yeah,
understand. Is that
between
they
then
just
and now.
spend like they're this horde of enemies that like can take
Hanging
over
out.
anyone. That never see. They don't need to eat. They don't need to sleep. So they're just
lounging.
chilling.
Yeah.
And then they just sometimes get an appetite
Bored.
for
bored.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's what I.
I want to believe it's a
inconsistent.
Targaryen descendant of some sort, though.
Yeah, no, I like
is
that. I like, and it
the
makes
Night
sense,
King,
especially because
the
the
White
dragon
Walker.
thing.
Yeah.
But the problem with that is the dragon is from the show; it's not from the books. So,
Well, the dragons they take control of are dead dragons
In
most
the
of
show.
the time. Yeah, in the show. They're
And there's
dead
only one,
dragons.
right?
there's only the one.
Yeah.
So
They bring them back to life.
If
Yeah, like
that
zombies.
happens in the book, then there'll probably be an explanation as to how or why, or some background as to who the Night King is. Because some people were talking about Bran being the Night King, who he eventually
Right.
becomes the King of Westeros, but then like wargs into, and I forget what that term is, where you warg into a person, but like he sees into the past through somebody's eyes, not one of the fucking trees, and like becomes that person. And then while that's happening, he becomes the Night King.
He could
So-
also warg into certain animals and see what they saw or thought or stuff like that too, right? Like
With warging, it's only current. With green seeing, it's past,
Hodor.
present, and it's mostly through the trees.
Hodor.
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 Have
got
you ever
stuck
read
in
the
that cycle.
Hodor autobiography?
It was
'Cause
so good.
fantastic.
Oh, so many times.
Yeah, the
I
Hodor
read it on the
autobiography.
toilet.
Yeah,
like
just Hodor, Hodor,
Hodor,
Hodor,
Hodor,
Hodor.
Wait, it's written from his perspective.
It is an autobiography.
He's waiting to hear something prolific.
I thought you meant like the guy that played him because he was like a DJ and all that shit. Oh my god. He's Groot. Hodor is Groot.
Yeah, he's Groot.
Hodor, I am Groot.
I am Hodor.
So we get that.
This is the best scene. Honestly, this is the best scene from. I don't want to say the whole season, but definitely this episode.
The weather will change.
Another example of birds being indicators of shifts of fate. While these two are confident it'll be Lannisters and Greyjoys that they face, they don't realize they are sailing directly into the Triarchy Navy. Alan and Corlys finally have it out over Corlys going years without acknowledging his bastard sons.
Do you know what hunger does to a
Acknowledge me,
boy?
Senpai.
What grief does? Or shame?
Hunger, grief, shame. These are three struggles carried by the three new dragon riders. Ulf, driven by hunger. Hugh, driven by grief. Adam, driven by shame. So we're getting this subtle warning that Rhaenyra has welcomed in bastards with chips on their shoulders who grew up in the world not trusting that promises will be kept, and then just growing up in a world where they had to fight for short-term success.
That guy looks like he's Hunger by the list of it.
My
but
God.
Recall seeing Corlys with Laenor with furs around their shoulders.
I would say the other guy is more Shame, and then he is more Hunger. But you know,
Yeah, but he doesn't have a
Shopping for
dragon.
sweetmeats.
Yet.
I would say Ulf is more Shame because
Wait,
he always.
shut up.
What?
Does he get a dragon?
Oh, you mean
Adam.
not Adam?
Not
Adam's
Adam.
the other guy.
Yeah.
Who's
Adam's
this?
the
This
brother.
one's Eric?
This is Eric.
Corlett. Alan.
I thought you were saying
Alan.
Alan.
and
Yeah.
Alan and Adam.
This guy doesn't get a dragon though.
No, he's Salton Sea.
Okay, that's
So
so
see, and they take off together on the ocean,
And points
which
out that
tells you
Laenor-
Corlys is Salton Sea too. He's like, I'm not a,
Yeah,
I'm
which
not a
really-
dragon person.
Hey,
I think these
does
dragons
his
might
gay
have
son
bonded
ever come back?
I mean, hopefully, because otherwise
In
it
the
doesn't
book,
make
does
sense.
he come back?
He is the father of Adam and Eric, not Corlys. Because Corlys, having bastard sons, unless he slept with a Targaryen
In what? And Alicent does not confess.
lady of a lady of a lady of a lady, doesn't make sense because Valerians don't have dragon blood.
Yeah.
So they are supposed to be the bastard sons of. Oh my God! There's so many fucking confusing names.
Targaryens.
Yes, of the Targaryens.
What's her name? The one with Melee's? That chick?
No, not Melee's.
Oh. I know Melee's the dragon, but I'm saying the mom.
The son that you mentioned.
Rhaenyra.
Eric.
Rhaenyra's ex-husband, dead husband. They are her bastards.
Oh.
Because they have dragon blood from her. From Rhaenyra. Thank you. But in the show they changed
in the show
that.
they haven't talked about her having a husband beforehand. I don't think.
No. She's the mother of. Oh my God, I need the notes. Husband that ran away, because he didn't want to be with Rhaena.
The gay guy?
Yeah.
Corlys fucked a Targaryen from another.
That's in the show, but in the book,
Yeah.
Corlys slept with Rhaenys. Rhaenyra.
Rhaena.
Oh my God.
Rhaenyra.
I am gonna take a cab home. Rhaenyra.
Yeah.
And Rhaenyra is the one that has dragon blood.
Yeah.
Which means Corlys's bastards do not have dragon blood. But in this show, Smiley
They do have
Dreadlocks
dragon blood.
do
no,
they?
They do, because the daughters have dragon's blood.
No.
Daughter
because
is-
Corlys literally told him, "I didn't know who your mom was."
But he
Very
didn't
so-
know the mom had Targaryen blood.
But that's
He didn't know the bastard mom had Targaryen blood.
They haven't said that yet.
Yeah.
And that's a weird twist.
And she apparently did. Because
Yeah,
Adam can ride the fucking
what Brian
dragon.
is saying is that the books didn't happen like that.
Yeah,
it was kind of
It
flipped.
was the son of Rhaenyra, the husband of Rhaenyra, the gay husband of Rhaenyra, who took off, had the bastards, and then Corlys pretended that they were his. Now in this show,
Not Rhaenyra, Rhaenys.
No, Rhaenyra.
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 Wait, okay. Fuck. Fuck you, Game of Thrones.
The names are
Right?
too similar all across the board.
all the time. And you know what? It doesn't get easier.
Rhaenyra and Rhaenyra.
Aegon, Aemon,
Rhaenyra
Dagon,
was
Phaegon.
his wife.
Rhaenyra
Yeah, Rhaenyra was his wife.
was married to Corlys.
Yes.
She has dragon blood.
Right.
So Corlys
Obviously, she
having
rode a
bastards
dragon.
that can ride dragons doesn't make sense.
But Corlys had bastard sons with another Targaryen woman.
According to this show, that doesn't make sense because how do you find that?
He
on the
does,
open
though,
sea?
because they're bastard sons. They're not her children.
Correct.
Yeah, but
How
they're
do you
not
find
random
dragon blood?
Valerians.
So they
though.
explained it in another breakdown. I'm not gonna go look for it.
I
but
need
they
you to
had
get right
explain
here.
it.
I need you to talk to us, not to
so,
the other breakdown.
So Adam and Alan were their mother has Targaryen blood as well.
Correct.
Yes.
And they said who she's related to through one of these screen rants or whatever this is.
But
New Rockstars.
what Brian is saying is that's bullshit.
It is.
But it could be bullshit. But we all know the movies don't follow the books.
It's 7
100%.
extra steps just to make Rhaenyra's husband 100% gay and not into her.
So who is their mother? Who is Adam and Alan's?
That's what we.
I don't think
mother
it. I don't
is
think
what
it matters.
we need to know.
Because-
I think that 1 minute where he goes, I don't really know who your mom was.
Yeah.
Is all they need to do to cover
Well,
their
that's
tracks.
what they're
So
doing
I'm like,
right now. But I think we'll find out.
I
Eventually,
don't
we'll
think we
find
will.
out.
I
don't
hope
think
they
we
have
will.
we
something
will.
clever.
I think we will. I think next season we'll find out.
No, because
some way, shape, or form.
Best case scenario,
And
they
they don't-
introduce a
and-
fucking new character that we don't know or give a shit about.
And Rhaenyra doesn't even know that this is Corlys's kid. Like
Correct.
she
Yeah,
doesn't
that's
even know
true.
that it's Corlys's kid.
She doesn't.
Which
So
they're
which is
black,
another fucking crazy
dead
thing.
giveaway because in a
'Cause why
generation
isn't-
they're all fucking wiped out.
And we said it last week, but why the fuck doesn't she tell why doesn't Corlys tell Rhaenyra, hey, this is my bastard child? He hasn't even mentioned it
Because
to her yet.
then that opens up the question that we're asking right now: how does one of them ride a dragon if
Yeah.
it's his bastard child? Because Rhaenyra's ex-husband,
So is it
who
not
is the
cool
gay,
to tell Rhaenyra that she fucked another Targaryen other than her aunt? Wait,
correct? That would be
right?
rude.
Her aunt, right?
Yeah,
is that what the whole
the
reason
queen,
is
the,
for
the
not
queen
saying
that
it?
should have been?
Yeah. So, I don't know. It's like, why isn't he telling them? But at the same time, people
It's pride.
fuck.
You know,
fuck,
it's
pride.
People
They're-
interbreed shit happens all the time.
They're
in these
not going
families.
to
What the
mention
fuck?
it because, from what I understand, and this was told to me, I don't read books, so I don't know for myself.
I don't mean to brag, but I don't read.
But because I have a suspicion that Adam's the one with the dragon,
I think so. Yes.
is gonna flip
Yeah.
the script. He's gonna end up going on the green side. And someone told me that in the books, it was actually Corlys who blamed Rhaenyra for Rhaenys' death and was like, he
Correct.
flipped because he couldn't forgive her because he saw it as, because Rhaena is the one that sent Release in the book, was like, yeah, go get him. But in the show, she went on her own volition. And so it's going to have to be Adam that turns coat on his own volition for whatever reason. I
get what you're saying, and I feel like the show is like kind of putting itself into a corner with
It
their
does.
storylines.
Not worse than Acolyte did.
Yeah, but imagine like
Not worse than Acolyte, but yeah.
not teleport, time travel 30 years back, and all we have is the Holy Trilogy, episode 4, 5, 6, and Acolyte drops magically onto your TV. You would not hate it at all. You'd just be like, lightsaber, 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 lightsaber.
How many episodes are we gonna see before the armadas run into each other and fight each other?
2
How
to
long-
3 probably. They're gonna.
2 to
That's
3?
gonna pay it. Yeah.
Do we get a lot of dialogue before something happens? Like,
Yeah,
I
it's
feel
gonna
like
be
it's gonna
him,
build into
like,
episode 5.
It's gonna be like a
right?
father
Like we've
son.
seen
Hey,
in
we're going
every-
fishing together.
Yeah.
And then they're like, because they got to build that relationship to make I'm guessing that either Corlys or Adam or Alan, whichever one, the bald one, dies because they're gonna get fucking murked before probably the brother goes to save him, and then the brother's gonna be like, "You sent them to their death. Actually, I'm gonna switch sides." Oh, that's how they do it. Because he's gonna be the one to save him, or like save him from the Armada. He's gonna torch most of the Armada. The Armada's gonna be like, "Fuck this, we're out," and then he's gonna go, "You sent my brother to his death. Now I'm gonna use my dragon against you."
It's quite possible.
Try it.
Mango strawberry cobbler.
If you like pina colada,
it has
that looks like
mango strawberry.
Not nerds, but runts.
I taste coconut in there though too.
You know what I taste? I taste cereal.
Yeah,
the finish.
It looks like
the
cereal.
finish is cereal.
You want to try it, Brian?
That's good, but like, it's definitely sour up front.
The
cereal.
cereal.
In
That's
the
why
back.
I say pina colada because it
Yeah,
like the
yeah,
cereal
that is
kind of tastes like
yeah.
the cereal kind of tastes like coconut.
Oh,
but the finish though.
Oh.
It's Cheerios. It's O, and then it's O.
No, it's straight up
Fruit Loops?
sunscreen water, and then
tastes like
then
copper
cereal.
tone.
We're trying the Weldworks. What is it?
You got that from
Mango strawberry
Village.
cobbler
Yeah.
sour ale. I'm gonna say not a fan.
I'm gonna say
That was the same brewery that did the Pop Rocks
Oh, I fuck with them.
one we did last
Where's
week.
Weldworks? Weldworks.
What does it say? I don't know. I think-
Colorado? No, no, that's company.
Homer?
Greeley, Colorado. Damn, that's. I could do a 4-ounce pour of that for sure.
It's almost
but a
like
whole
not
pint-
even a beer though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
It's the cereal water you drink after cereal milk. Cereal water.
Yeah, you know, the more I reflect on it, it's like cereal water with a battery in it. I don't like that at all.
Battery in it.
Energizer cereal.
Yeah, like metallic, like.
Metallica, because it rocks so hard. I hate Lars.
Let's do mishearing.
We get Allison and Venera having their final conversation before Rhaenyra's basically like,
How did you guys feel about
"We gotta
this?
kill your son."
How did you guys feel about this conversation? Because I got very much like, okay, I'm hella sorry. I definitely fucked up. And then Rhaenyra's going, nanny, nanny, boo, boo.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, and I was like, this feels out of character for both.
I was getting that vibe. Is like
Look
Rhaenyra
at
tried
her
to
body
plead.
language.
Rhaenyra tried to plead to her to like create peace, and Allison said, "No, it's too late."
Yeah.
And now Allison knows she's fucked. So Rhaenyra's like, "Nah, fuck you. I gave you a chance. Now you got to do it my way. And if we capture we capture Westeros, we got to kill your son."
Who's already on the way out. So
Yeah.
I feel
And
like
now
it's
he's
going to
gone.
end it.
And
That's
he's
what I'm
gone.
saying.
He left town.
No,
He
he's
bounced.
but nobody
literally
knows
on
that.
his way
Yeah,
out.
she doesn't know that.
What I'm
Nobody
saying
knows
is,
that.
Allison was like, "Meet me there in 2 days," or some shit like that. So I think she's gonna pull up there with a bunch of dragons. Something's gonna happen, but Allison's gonna look like she reneged on her deal because her kid isn't gonna be there, and I think it's gonna end up looking like an ambush. I don't think, you know what I mean? Like, I think she's gonna fly there in 2 days, like she said, and then she's gonna look to fucking take over, but in all actuality, it's gonna be like aiming with fucking nasty dragon bitch.
Well, let's remember what happened with Daenerys when she had opportunity to take Westeros, and she did. And Jon Snow was like, "Yo, chill the fuck out. You don't gotta kill all these fucking people. Just fucking take the throne and tell everybody shut the fuck up." And
last season
and she
sucked
was like,
so
"Nah, I'm gonna torch all these motherfuckers because they killed a bunch of people I love."
Who?
So
How did
like,
Jon Snow die in the end
does
again?
Rhaenyra
Jon
do
Snow
the same
didn't die.
thing?
Who
Jon
died?
Snow lived.
Oh, Jon Snow.
Jon
Jon
Snow,
Snow's
the adventures
killed.
continue.
Yeah.
Jon Snow killed Daenerys.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And the
With the
dragon
dragon
Stabbed
and
her, but
flew
not
away.
in an incestual way.
Yeah.
Like
bang, bang, bang.
So
Bang,
so
bang, bang.
does Rhaenyra do the same thing where she's like, she fucked over so many people that I'm just gonna burn the whole city to the ground, kill all these innocent people?
That's not what she wants.
Like I don't know. I don't think that's what she wants.
And
but
you know
neither
it
did
doesn't happen
Daenerys
because the
when
architecture's
before
all
she
still
went
there.
in there, and then she went like full on Anakin Skywalker on that bitch,
She's
and then
the
everybody
Mad
was like,
Queen.
yeah, like. Then
Is that
you
a
had-
character in Mad Queen in the books?
I mean, that's who she becomes.
So does Does Rhaenyra become the Mad King?
I mean, have you ever heard of a Mad Queen? You ever heard of a
Yeah.
queen?
Yes, Queen.
Yes.
Yes, Mad Queen. Yes, slay.
I think this apology was well met, but it was too little, too late. Like, it's exactly what Rhaenyra did to Alicent, but Rhaenyra was in a lot more danger. She snuck into enemy territory,
Yeah.
whereas Alicent escaped and probably just strolled on in. Nobody's expecting
And she wanted
her.
to commit suicide anyway. Like
Yeah,
right before this.
she's on
it's
borrowed
along
time.
those lines. Like, she's just like, hey, I realized I fucked up. Maybe let's fix this.
Can I get a do-over?
And now she's like, hey, she's realizing like the stakes. Like, you did the same thing I did. I did a gesture, you did a gesture, but I was in much more danger, and now I have to kill your son.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to. She doesn't want to kill anybody. She doesn't
Right.
want to massacre anybody. But because of the situation that she didn't stop at that time, now like these certain things have to happen. There's there's no leaving a usurper after the fact.
And that's why I'm thinking Ulf and Hugh the Hammer are gonna be the
Wait, it's
wild-
not Hugh
wild
the
cards.
Hammer, right? It's just Hugh Hammer.
Hugh Hammer, yeah.
Hammer.
But I'm gonna call him Hugh the Hammer. But him
Deadpool
and
hugs him.
also Adam of Hull are dark horses in which they
Oh,
could
that's
turn.
fucked up. You called Adam Dark Horse. Really?
That's kind of racist.
Yeah, a little bit. Pour the shots. But I'm just saying they could be the ones that flip, and then all of a sudden it's 3-on-3 dragons or 3-on-4 dragons or something in that realm, where all of a sudden the shit's like balanced out and evened out, and then all the like. Obviously, when we get into Game of Thrones, there are no more dragons left, right?
Sure.
So all these dragons have to die somehow, some way.
Yeah, but that's three generations.
2 more Civil
on.
Wars.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. So they have time to kill everyone off.
and eventually the Baratheons and the Starks are the ones that take charge. So
Oh, I forgot.
we
about
have
the
to
Baratheon.
see how that plays into the story, because I think season 3 is going to lead up into
I love
how the
Robert
Baratheons and the Starks become the kingdom of Westeros, right? Because there's going to be a lot of people who are smited by
No, they were
the
only in the north
Targaryens.
though.
Yeah,
they
no.
weren't shit until
Yeah,
the start.
keep in mind that Westeros is Westeros, but it's Westeros, and then the North.
No, but the Baratheons win the throne.
Correct.
But
But
not,
the North
not
is
for
still
another
the North.
3
Yeah, but
generations.
why does the North rebel against Westeros? Is what we're gonna find out why that road leads down that road.
I don't think we find that out anytime soon.
Yeah, that's you're like 3 generations.
Yeah,
ahead.
but this I don't think these episodes skip ahead months ahead of time.
No,
Sure,
they did
yeah.
it years in the first season. Like
No,
we
yeah.
get that, but like
But we find the
they
king,
have 2
the,
more whole or at least a whole nother season. You
One
said,
more.
right? One
yeah,
more. Yeah.
they got at least one more.
No, that's gonna be so crazy.
Maybe,
They're not- there's
maybe
no way
one
they're
more
gonna
after
pay all
that.
of
We
it
don't
off.
know yet. But
It's one book though. They can't stretch it more than that.
they
It's
can stretch
2
it.
Books.
They
It's
can
like 3 paragraphs
they can stretch it like
and a lot of pictures.
they can stretch it like 10 years or 15 years. I think they could.
Well,
Yeah.
if they go too, no.
Who knows
there's
what
no way,
what
no.
how far ahead we come?
No, you know why?
into
Because
the-
they have so many other plans that they're not gonna pause this one to. Well, I mean, they may. People
No,
are greedy.
I think if they literally, and I don't actually trust this, have 6 other shows in the works, they will probably just like end this next season.
I think
Dunk
they
and
do.
Egg starts next year, which I'm super excited
Yeah.
for. It's going to be super fun. It might even be kid friendly as long as you do like that.
Well, and they were
No, I
talking
wanna
about
see- No, they owe us tits.
There's tits.
And they were talking about a Stark spinoff too at some point.
See, that might be one of the 6. I don't see they
No,
did this
dude.
like
a
5
young,
years ago.
a young Ned Stark.
What I want
spinoff.
is for them to pay off Braun and Pip and fucking.
Because I think that's the ultimate goal is lead to a Ned Stark spinoff after this.
No, because you know what pisses me off is they keep dancing around all. We all know that there's so many stories that you were gonna pay off at another time and you didn't. You can't pussyfoot around it and give us all these other tertiary stories and not give us what
Mark
we
my word,
fucking
they're
want.
gonna make a Ned Stark Baratheon spinoff.
I don't
after
want
this.
that. I want them to
Yeah, no one
continue this
fucking asked
story
for that.
and then like
This is
what-
that same Star Wars
They're gonna
fucking
do it. They're gonna
idea.
do it.
We're like,
They're gonna
let's
do
keep
it.
going back to the Skywalkers.
No, they're gonna do it. They're gonna fill the gap between this and Game of Thrones.
I like the filling the gap. I like the time jumping. Yeah. I want this story to end. This is the Dance with Dragons.
Properly. Yeah, properly.
And House of the Dragons, whatever the fuck. I don't care.
House of
But
the Dragons.
It ends with her
semicolon.
No.
Whatever.
Just season 4. But it jumps 100 years or maybe only 50.
No,
and we
call
see
it a
her
different story at this
in
point.
old makeup or in a fuzzy
Okay, so this
costume.
thing starts 100 years, but we've already jumped 30 years ahead.
Correct. And I want to keep
Okay,
that going.
So we're only 70 years now when you think about the math of it, right?
Uh-huh.
We're only 30 years, or sorry, 70
No,
years
but
ahead
it's
of the current.
hundreds before we get to.
No, this story
Daenerys.
took place 100 years before Game of Thrones.
More than 2.
Was it more than 200?
Yeah.
At least two,
Okay.
two generations
Okay.
of Civil
I thought it
War.
was only 100 years.
No, the Civil War itself, he says, takes 2 generations.
Oh, I'm thinking of Acolyte.
Because there's 2.
Which, never mind. Let's
That's
not get
its
into
own
that.
curse, dude.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you're thinking
Okay.
of Acolyte.
So, but we've already skipped ahead like 30, 40 years in this story.
Mhm.
From start to where we are now. So,
I would like it to continue.
Why not?
And when we get to a time of peace, like where we started with this show, we jump ahead 70 years. And then maybe we see Rhaenyra if she makes it to the end. Or we see...
how does Daenerys get into the desert with her brother, who
We
thinks
saw
he's
that.
still the
Yeah,
king?
we saw that. Remember?
No,
We saw
but
that.
how do we get there? How do we get there? Is my
Oh,
question.
you mean like sold into Esteros?
Yeah, yeah,
Sure,
yeah.
sure. That could be
How
how,
do
this
we get
show
there?
ends.
Right.
Eventually. But I want to see both.
I don't think
Fire-
it's done in this show. I think it's done in another show.
I want it to be all one show and it just jumps.
No, I'm-
Jump a
I'm-
couple hundred years and it's Blackfire Rebellion, House of the Dragon season 6.
No, I need it. They need to switch names each time. So then you can
That's
follow
gonna
if you
confuse the dummies that don't watch our show and don't understand me when I rant at Costco. Or when I talk to my wife. And she's just like, you're still talking.
That's all I'm saying is there's gonna be another show between this one and Game of Thrones. There's gonna be one in
There's
between.
gonna
There's gonna be one in
because there's
between.
Dunk and Egg.
Yeah.
And Dunk and Egg is like
Is that the
side.
name of the book?
That's yes.
It's so stupid. It's so
It's
fucking
so good.
This
It's
Harry
Duncan
Potter
the Tall
bullshit.
and Aegon the Kind. Because that's what he gets named at the end of the thing.
There's
which I
gonna
don't-
there's gonna be at least one show in between.
It is my
now
favorite
and then.
comic and book of the Game of Thrones
Yeah.
series.
There's a comic?
It's both.
HBO
It
is doing this on purpose. You got to realize that they're a company that wants to make fucking money. It's like Walking Dead, right? Like you don't need that many fucking chapters.
Yeah, but
they
Walking
fucking did
Dead,
it anyway.
everybody knew that by the last 2 seasons, everyone was just kind of like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it was
fucking
super dumb.
garbage.
And they already fucked up with Game of Thrones proper. So I feel like they have a lot to prove.
I think they're doing really good so far, though.
Everything with this is great. This is season 1 through 5 quality. No complaints.
It's a little bit slower, but I still enjoy it a lot.
Story adds to it. It can't all be action. There should be more boobs. There should be more boobs. But story is important.
And the character names are so fucking simple.
That is just part of the story. Unfortunately, it's fucking annoying as fuck.
So it's hard to like really latch on and bite onto a character that you really like.
I thought you were gonna say
and
boob.
or
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
And so it's not. It just doesn't. It still feels like the Game of Thrones stepsister rather than like. It's still in the same realm. It's still the same family. There's still the same barbecue, but you're still like, you weren't as cool as Game of Thrones yet.
Yeah,
because
I agree,
although Game of Thrones the last season sucked,
the last
fucking
2 seasons.
I mean, we're only
last
two.
season
We're
and a
only
half.
we're only 2 seasons.
It's
in,
still.
So this could easily
The other
go
5 were
6
fucking
seasons.
amazing, dude.
This could easily go 6 seasons, and we
This show still
could
hasn't
not
had,
even work our way to Game of Thrones.
They need something as impactful as the Red Wedding to happen, and then I'll be like, okay, now you could start talking.
True story.
Or
Spoiler. That's season 3.
you think so?
No one dies of old age.
No. But or like a whole. Remember the Battle of the Bastards? Oh, dude. Lead up to that, like that. I'm saying that level of fucking because they built towards shit and they paid it off, except the last 2 seasons. You know what I mean? Or I need characters like the Hound, or like, you know what I mean? Like I don't have any characters like that yet that I really truly
Sure.
give a shit about. You know what I mean?
That's a good point.
Like
Yeah.
I'm following these characters and their stories and their kind of sideline stories.
You don't love, hate anyone.
Exactly.
You don't have a Jamie Lannister where everybody's like,
Or where's
I
that-
hate
yeah.
you, but
Where's
then
the
I love you.
Or
asshole guy?
Brienne of Tarth, where you're like, oh my god, she needs to be her own.
She's so pretty
Yeah.
on the inside.
The other guy who
And
was
buff on the
Lannister's like
outside.
right hand man. What's his name? Baron or not
Bronn.
Bronn.
Bronn. I
Yeah.
love Bronn, dude. He's the best character.
Master
in
of
all them.
coin.
He's
Yeah.
the
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 best.
fucker can't count.
Master of cock.
And Tyrion. You know, like we need people
And
like
Pip,
that.
the
Yeah,
dick
yeah,
slinger,
yeah,
dude. And Brienne
Master
of
of
Tarth.
dicks.
Even, dude, Jamie's character payoff was so awesome. I didn't like how he died. Again, they shut the fucking show down too soon. But he was having such a redemption arc that I was like,
you hated him. You
Yeah.
hated him. And then you loved him.
you fucking
and then
loved
you
him.
were just like, I met him.
Yeah, I'm rocks.
Ah.
Rocks fall on you. That hurts.
Here's another one.
Yeah, another one. At least you got to fuck your sister when you die. Shame. Shame.
That would have been better.
Yeah.
Like a little shame. Just like
Bran-
across the screen.
Bran from the wheelchair, like throwing left-handed. Shame. Shame. Tomato. Tomato. Tomato.
I mean, Bran, who's never had sex with anybody, he just should have been like, gross.
They should have renamed him Yeet. Yeet.
I fucking had that
Dude,
clip.
who was the redhead? Yeah, dude, the fucking wildlings were so cool. The guy who drinks breast milks.
That's Homelander.
Giant-
What?
Oh no, I thought you were saying. Oh my god, I thought you were saying it was the same actor, and I was like,
No,
no,
no
way. Remember the redheaded guy that drinks Giant's breast milks?
Oh, because he was birthed from
Yeah.
a bear.
A big thicky boy,
Yeah.
I had that one.
whatever his name is. He was cool as fuck.
Sorry, I
Oh,
just
dude, and remember, you know nothing, Jon Snow.
Yeah.
She was cool as fuck. There's so many good characters.
and they
in
got
it.
married.
Yeah,
Holy crap.
and she died. How did she die again?
From penis
She's
stabbing. No,
White Walker
she
penis
got,
stag?
She got shot by arrows or something.
Anywho, there
Rose.
was
Rose. That's her name.
Oh, I was like,
She didn't get stabbed by Rose.
Shame.
Damn.
Shame.
I had it. I fucking had it. And I never added it. I was like, I know I have this.
Dude, 100% of the time, acting is all about timing.
Timing.
I have to go to the bathroom. I said, be right back.
How
Oh,
old,
motherfucker.
How old were you guys when you found out that that wasn't Cersei Lannister's real boobies? That was a body double.
Oh.
Were you today years old?
No. I
Boo.
was that day years
I
old.
was that day. Oh, you're like, what do her boobs look like in real life?
No, I followed all that fucking nonsense. I knew before it was gonna happen that she was not gonna do it because she just had a kid right beforehand.
Yeah, that means you had the fucking big mommy milkers.
Yeah, but she was not comfortable with it, and everybody respected it, and I totally do also. That's not an easy scene. Like, that was, besides the fact that she had to work with one of her exes through so many seasons, like, exes she had a restraining order against.
Wait, Jamie was her ex in real life, right?
No, Braun.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She had a restraining order on?
Yeah, it was an ugly breakup. I do not remember the
But they
details.
were never in the same. I don't remember them seeing them in the same scene anyway, though.
You know what? The lawyers did their jobs then. Huh? They're in
Good
the
for them.
same scenes. They're never in the same shot.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it happened only on 3 different occasions, but they were never in the same even scene.
Yeah, vicinity.
I mean, probably.
Oh,
no!
jeez.
So
That's how that happens.
I will avenge you! Oh, I rode the railer recently.
Here.
Wait, is that not what this is?
No, it's Damon and Aaron Hall.
You gotta switch the scenes, bro.
Ah.
So go to browser.
I don't know. It's not color coded
Right there.
anymore.
Yeah, this is browser scene.
It's a screen.
No, the one next to it on the right.
Oh, browser capture.
There you go. Then you
Dude, do you guys get uncomfortable when you see crazy people on the public transit?
A little bit, but I'm like, that's just Hawaii.
Yeah, I just kind of go like, as long as you're not in my fucking.
Yeah. As long as you're not coming after me, as long as
yeah.
you're not doing that towards me.
Again, I enjoyed riding the rail.
Be a drunk fuck.
That's exactly how I did it. I grabbed a few beers and I went back and forth, back and forth. And
bitch. Wait, are you still talking about public transit or penis?
One and the same.
All right, I think we're done with Game of Thrones for
Depending on
tonight.
how much you ride it. No, there's like two other
What?
memages. Memages. There you go.
Clubfoot.
What did I call him? Feet fetish?
Go first. Your turn.
Foot fucker.
Yeah, foot fuck.
We're gonna play the shut the fuck up game. You're first. You go first. Your turn.
Is that pickleball?
We're gonna play the shut the fuck up game. You're first. You go first. Your turn. We're gonna play the shut.
like Avon specifically because he shits on foot fetish. I don't like that guy. Oh, that's one too. The one with walking.
I said no. Why not? I don't want to. No.
What?
I said no. Why not? I don't want to.
By the way, that's from Seven Psychopaths. If you guys haven't watched that, it's a fucking great movie.
I haven't watched it today, but I do like that movie.
It's very good.
Which one? This one?
That's funny, but it's...
A hut
Jabba, of course, is a local business owner / representative here on Tatooine who's concerned about finding an armed recidivist smuggler known as Han Solo and his hairy Wookiee accomplice Chewbacca. Chewbacca is here illegally from his war-torn planet of Kashyyyk. When I asked Jabba about Han Solo, he responded, Usa Kasa Megasa Dunasa Chiwala Kasa, which of course in Huttese means that Tatooine has become a lawless wasteland where the Bantha roam free and Tusken Raiders can just come into your home at night and eat your wife and kids.
Oh, is that
What is going
Huttese?
on in Mos Eisley? Just the other day, a family of Jawas was murdered for scrap metal. Their only crime was just standing there, that's it. Apparently a man named Greedo walked up with his blaster and just started firing. If it was me, I would take all the criminals of Tatooine and serve the Sarlacc pit up a buffet. I just interviewed Jabba the
Chase, you need like way less time to do what you're doing right now.
Dude, that's spot. Dude, my algorithm is spitting hot shit, dude.
Readers of Fire and Blood know that the historians are equally critical.
Oh, wait. Check. Hey, would you guys eat this? I'd eat the fucking shit out of that. Go to that one. Evil breakfast? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. This is where our fries
a chopped breakfast roll. It looks like something I might leave behind if I binge ate 2 boxes of fucking bran flakes. If you don't know what a breakfast roll is, it's a full Irish breakfast in a roll. Possibly the unhealthiest thing man has ever conceived, but absolutely heavenly and created by the Irish.
Look at those
He's deep fried the
triangular
hash browns. I put them in the air fryer because I'm healthy. He's chosen to take this beautiful example of Ireland's mastery of meats and oil and turn it into a satanic abomination. He's got beautiful Irish sausages there. He's going to defile them. I feel like I'm watching a fucking public execution. What are you doing with the fucking seesaw thing? Will you just get it over and done with? I can't fucking watch this anymore. Jesus, for the love of God, come back. It's time. He's not gonna put red sauce in fucking
Ketchup.
He's mashing the red sauce and butter the fucking roll, man. Squishy and dry. Fuck this. Follow me. I'm delicious.
I would fucking kill one of those. Y'all would eat that shit? I'd fucking murder that. Okay.
I mean, maybe,
By the way,
maybe tomorrow.
This one is super cringe. Just what? This one made me visibly uncomfortable. It's super funny though. Sorry guys, this is my algorithm talking. Wait, you have to
Why
go
are
back
you
to
farting when I haven't told you to do so yet?
It's so
Smell, Harley. Why are you farting when I haven't told you to do so yet? You know the rules in this house. You know what page it ring. You have to fart when I tell you, where I tell you. And right now, I want you to fart. Let me show you. Right on the edge of this table right here. Look at that. That is where I want you to fart. I also want you to fart on a few things of my choosing. I have a very specific list that you know has to be absolutely exact, as I always want it. I want you to fart on a plate of my choosing, as well as a pan of my choosing. Do you get where I'm going with this? And I want you to fart on a bowl of ranch dressing. Don't ask questions. That's where I want you to do it. I will be watching from a very strategic hole that I have drilled into the wall, because I need to know that it is absolutely exact. At the end of this list, you have to do 10 jumping jack farts into my face. As you're doing that, I will fart on your face in between each one. It's gonna be magical. You gotta get this right, Harley.
Dude, okay, so here's
Hashtag Brian wasn't here.
Dude,
what?
Doesn't that guy look like Gomer Pyle, dude? Like, he's like as deranged, and he has the fucking Mortal Kombat sticker in the back, like, or not sticker. What do you call it? Poster.
It is definitely
Banner.
a poster.
And I'm like, dude, that guy is fucking nuts, dude. Like, he scares the shit out of me. You know, like those movies like Hills Have Eyes? He's the reason why I don't like those movies. Because he looks like someone that's like, they really do that shit.
And yet you shared this with us.
Yeah, it's funny. Because he's talking about farting to a fucking statue, which is gross. The farting part is funny.
It's weird
but,
when you
like-
say funny, but you mean terrifying.
on that thing.
Yeah, like he doesn't break character. Like he recorded this himself, and sent it to somebody or posted it something like.
What did he say?
I have two.
What did he say?
And did he?
Did he fart with the or did he like?
No, did he not break character? And
Yeah, it
did he
reminds me of
send
the
this to
boys when
somebody?
he was just like fart on that cake.
No, because they were still smiling. He doesn't smile at all.
Yeah,
He's
which
like-
is something someone does when they don't know they're on camera.
But
Props
he
to the Mortal
definitely
Kombat
knows he's on
flag in the
camera.
background.
Does he? Because he's only talking to Harley Doll.
How could a camera be that close and he doesn't know it?
Bruh.
I wanted Chris's response to be better.
Yeah, we're disappointed in you.
I am not deflecting this to Chris.
I'm totally
I'm
getting Tech Knight's Batcave and this shit
Yeah.
going on
No,
right
I
now.
got-
this
I
is what
got
I'm getting.
full-
This
right
only
now.
happens when I'm
getting
nervous.
Yeah.
I got Full Metal Jacket. Like, remember when he fucking blows his brains out? And the
We
thing was,
lost
like,
all our
crazy?
viewers thanks to that clip, Chase.
Oh,
I appreciate
sorry.
I'm so
Harley.
glad you didn't finish that with I
Maybe-
got Full Metal Jacket boners.
Maybe they should have fucking recorded the jumping jack farts.
Both of these queens, and really their story. Yeah.
Yeah, that shit fucking.
Well, I'd like to apologize once again to my family
I'm not
who I sent the
apologizing
link
for
to.
shit. Take that, Grandma.
Chase isn't. My grandma's not amongst the viewers.
I think this is evidence that Chase is sitting on the toilet too long in the morning.
No,
and maybe
this is-
maybe
you know what
should
this is?
exit after
This
a
is-
predetermined amount of time.
No, I'm not going until my feet fall asleep. What I'm saying is, this is.
Isn't that immediately?
Nah, my feet got stamina. That's the problem. Is I run them too hard. No, this is like two girls, one cup, dude. Like if I gotta fucking have this shit in my brain, then you have to as well. So you're welcome.
No.
Now you fart on the corner, like I told you in my very specific instructions.
All right, I'm out of beer.
You guys ready to close it out?
Did we even talk about fucking? Oh yeah, Logan Paul's
Dr.
suing
Disrespect.
CoffeeZilla because he's a prick. The end.
Yeah.
And Dr. Disrespect's back in the fucking. Oh,
Is he
he's
really?
Such a
Is he-
fucking.
did you watch
dude,
any of it, or
Yeah,
no?
he posted some link. It was a picture.
It's
that
great
was
that he can take like 10 days off and
10
then just be
days
like,
and then just be like.
it was
oh.
probably it was longer than that. I think it was like a month or something.
Not even.
Yeah.
Dude. And then he was like, he posted a picture of him behind chess pieces, and it's from the point of view of someone on the other side of the chessboard, but they have checkers. Like, we're playing checkers, but he's playing chess.
Yeah. Oh god, is that meme still around?
And it backfired so bad because it's at an upwards angle, so it looks like it's from a miner's point of view. So everyone's like roasting him, like, "Oh, so what? You're playing chess with miners now?" Because he's a fucking twat. I hate that motherfucker. He's my Logan Paul, dude. I don't like him.
Who, Dr. D?
Yeah. He should register with the furry con.
I really don't care about Dr. Disrespect. I used to, but I don't anymore. I'm just like, I don't watch his shit anymore. He hasn't done anything fun in a while. I mean, he does, like, he still has like some of the best produced streamer content out there, I think, but
like
I don't
live
know.
stream content, you're saying?
Maybe I'm just getting tired of Dr. Disrespect. I don't know.
Yeah. We're too old.
And he's like my age, but
still playing this like weird character. But then, dude, I don't get the weird. I hate the like internet apology into you know, I gotta really take some time to think. And then 2 weeks later, you're like, I'm back, bitches, playing Modern Warfare.
I think we're like, I mean, you and I aren't young either, so and we're just still doing this shit. We're out here on Twitch.
We out in
And
these
YouTube.
streets. Yeah, but we're not fucking sending kids nudes and shit.
No, we're definitely not doing
We're
that.
just watching Harley Quinn fart videos. Like normals.
But what's the next step? No.
We're wearing Fox.
We're getting an island.
We're wearing Fox butt plugs to the next podcast.
Double foxtail.
Double
buttplugs.
Double foxtail.
Sonic's best friend.
This show is really just for our friends. And who
It kind of
watch.
is. Our
And we
140
appreciate-
best friends.
We
Let me
we
tell you
appreciate the
something
support.
about my best friend.
But yeah, let's close it out.
Yeah, I think that was it.
Guys, so thanks for watching tonight. My name's Chris.
I'm drunk.
And I'm Brian.
You drunk fuck.
We're live every Wednesday, 5 p.m. Hawaiian time, Twitch and YouTube.com/The Smash Bros. At The Smash Bros on YouTube. We appreciate you watching. You can check out our merch, streamlabs.com. Thanks, Brian, for being on today. We appreciate you, bud.
Family time,
You're a
Felicia.
fun time.
Love you, dude.
And then we're just talking about the mushroom. And we appreciate you being here, guys. Tonight, we're live every Wednesday, like I said. Catch us again next week when we discuss, I don't know, Game of Thrones is over. The Boys is over. And Acolyte is over, thank God.
The Batman one.
Oh, man, let's read a book.
Deadpool and Wolverine came out. And
but Borderlands
what's
is
next?
coming out.
Borderlands coming up
Alien.
next. Aliens.
Alien. Oh, I'm so excited for that.
Alien Romulus.
Correct.
Yeah.
And Ramus.
That's the thing. We got some horror movies coming out later in the year. And I don't know. Maybe we got another tourney style fun show coming up here pretty soon. We got Oos Wrestling coming up.
That being said, I can't go to Oos Wrestling.
You can't go?
My son's orientation for school is that day.
So what? Your son's orientation is what, like 5 in the afternoon?
From 6 to 7.
So what? Tell him what
Fuck
what do you got to do? You don't show up. What are they going to be like? You weren't at orientation.
I don't know.
Anyway, we got Emmett's birthday next week. We got Monica's birthday next week, which means the show is going to be off the rails for sure next week.
All
We're
the way
going
off the rails.
derailed next week. The waifu may come through, but Emmett will definitely be here for that show. And if Chase doesn't go to the wrestling because he's a pussy, then we'll me and Mo will go and we'll give you the feedback right away. Brian, do you want to go wrestling? You want to go to check out our wrestling show?
Oh, thank you for wording it that way, because when you first asked,
Yeah.
no. But wrestling show?
Yes.
Yeah, maybe.
Thursday night, August 15th at Hawaiian Brian's.
I will either be on Maui or in Colorado.
God, you suck.
Yeah, no, I'm figuring it out tomorrow because
guys
I got
both
too
suck.
drunk and rushed here to figure it out today.
Any of you out there want to meet me and the waifu up at wrestling on the 15th, August 15th?
Wear your
Hawaiian
furry
Brian's,
suits.
Goose Wrestling. Come show up. We'll be there. And I don't know. Chase will probably be there. He hasn't confirmed nor denied yet.
I definitely
Lame. All right, that's fine. But then look forward to the show after that week because we'll probably have one of our favorite wrestler buddies on, DSJ. We keep asking him to come on, but DSJ never responds to us. Or
DSJ, I'm
text
calling
or-
Tony the Tiger because he always flakes.
But I know we had a couple other people who wanted to come through for that show. But if not, that's cool. But tune in next week for sure. It's going to be a fun show. It's going to be a lot of drinking, a lot of fun, a lot of nostalgia. I think next week we're going to do a lot of nostalgia shit.
Oh, yeah.
Talking about being 90s kids
and saying egregious shit.
Beetlejuice.
Oh, Beetlejuice is coming out soon.
Beetlejuice will be fun. We'll definitely cover that.
When's
when it comes
Beetlejuice
out.
coming out?
Not soon enough.
September 1st, I want to say.
So soon.
Yeah, the beginning of September.
Not soon enough.
But guys, thanks for watching. We'll appreciate you. We do appreciate you. We'll see you next week.
Woo, woo, woo.
Thanks for coming in.
What owl noise was that?
That was an owl.
Like, how many licks does it take? 1, 2.
Come on, don't bullshit me.
3.
Goodbye. We'll see you next time. Bye.